Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network. It's Thursday. It's Sibling Showdown. We're drafting a poodle or two in just 1 minute. That's right. Happy Thursday, everyone. Sibling Showdown. Always love doing these live drafts with my brother, Steve. Steve, we have a couple new great advance rate contests. We've got the Poodle. We've got the Pit Bull. We've got the Corgi, which I don't love as much because you don't get paid out till finals. So I'm not doing that one. But we have these amazing contests. Thank you, Underdog. How are you doing?
Doing good. Been drafting them all week. Got I think I'm like 12 or 13 Poodles in. Only done a couple Pit Bulls so far. But it's been good, been exciting.
Just had to say hi to everybody in chat. We got Hartman, we got Disbanded, we got our guy Jamie, we've got Mike Robinson. Steve, you did great last night, especially having to deal with a double crosser. Have you opened an investigation to report the millionaire hers that paid the questions beforehand? I saw him giving Broody a hard time. No, if you missed Best Ball Jeopardy last night, Herzig versus Steve, please go back and check it out. It was definitely lived up to expectations. It was awesome. Herzig is just a baller by doing a double Jeopardy that I'll say you must see. But no, it was a really good time. How are you feeling post Jeopardy?
I will say that was a tough one. That was tough because there were just a couple questions there, including the first one that I blew, and I knew.
Oh, was it the Jacksonville running back?
Yeah, it was Tank, and I said Tajay Spears. And I'm never going to forgive myself. I'm not going to lie.
I knew that one was eating you up. And then obviously Herzig gets the double Jeopardy. Wagers $4,000, just absolute baller, insane. And then I knew there was a bye week that you like.
I didn't complete the math 10. In my brain. Yeah. I got too excited.
Off by like 10 or something?
I was off by like a little bit more than that, but I knew it in my head, but I got too excited, and yeah, I should have given it another 15 seconds and I probably would have had the right answer.
Well, the good news is you're higher scoring than a lot of winners. You are the highest scoring loser. You will come back through the loser bracket because we only have one more game. Overzet versus Pete Overzet versus Neil Warfield this coming next Wednesday, the 2nd at 4 p.m. That'll be the final of the round one. And then the final round one will be the two highest losers. So it'll definitely be Steve because he is the highest loser now versus either the loser of next week or Pat from Fantasy Dog Pound. So that'll be super fun. And then we reseed for the quarterfinals. So very excited. In case you missed it, I'll throw up the Jeopardy graphic. So Bindle's moved on, Herzig moved on. Pete Overzet versus Neil Warfield next Wednesday. And then Steve, most likely versus either Pat or the loser next week. And then again, we reseed for the quarterfinals. So you ready to come back up through the losers bracket, Steve, and still take this thing down?
I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm disappointed in myself, but I'm gonna redeem myself.
Hey, it's just like a team that loses and then they have to come in through the wild card and go that way to make this.
I view it like the first Rocky.
Okay. All right. I haven't seen that one in a really long time, but that's good. Jamie said, I read your article today. Yes. Jamie, loyal subscriber of our Substack, link in the description for Fanspeak's Best Ball Substack, just $34.99 for the entire year. And we will be doing stuff like for Best Ball Resurrection, Battle Royale, playoff best ball, then big board starts before this, playoffs are even over. So it is year round, $34.99. Jamie read my article from today, my top 10 fades. I had to do like the duck skiff because you're going to upset some people, but you have to make stands somewhere. And those are the stands I'm making. So I appreciate that you liked it. We've got Jason Calhoun in here. Evening, all good to see you. We've got our guy, Thad, hashtag I know ball in here. Good to see you, Paul. He's in a lot of our drafts. Hopefully we see you in there, but great to see you. Good evening. Love to see it. Looking forward to Steve's training montage. I think we do need a training montage. I don't know. I think Rocky is his motivation. Stephen WC, always good to see you. GM everyone. All right, Steve, talk about how the Poodle and Pit Bull life has been going for you as I bring over Underdog, and then I'll pull it up on my phone, and I'll do a countdown from my phone. So to talk about how the Poodle and Pitbull streets are treating you so far.
Well, beforehand, I just want to say we do have a poll up, but for those watching on like YouTube, come over to YouTube, hit the like.
Yeah.
If we get enough likes, we will run a second draft, and we'll maybe do a Poodle or Pitbull.
Yeah, we could pull it. Yeah. So if we get 30 likes, we'll do a second draft. We'll poll you guys if you want to do Pitbull or Poodle. Leave it up to you. Just have to say hi also really quick to our guy Candyman in chat, GM, and Mike. Rob was giving me a hard time. Your fades upset me. He said he'd need to use deposit bonuses if my fades were truly correct. So I don't know, Mike Rob. You got to tell me which one hurts you the most. I think you're a Zay Flowers guy. So, and he was my poster boy. He's joked around. He's asked what Zay Flowers has done to you, Steve. And our guy Chad Candles, GM, they are saying the Poodle winner is drafted tonight. They are saying I would love that. I would love that. I'd love to come from this draft. All right. Disbanded says we're definitely running another. Hope so. Okay. Any other thoughts, Poodle?
So no, I mean the Poodle and Pitbull very similar in the sense that, of course, after the 2 of 12, they it's either 1 of 6, I think the Pitbull's 1 of 5 in the first round. But both of the week 15, week 16 are those really good advance rates, and then you get into decent size, but not as big as, say, BBM finals. Mm-hmm. And still with the Pitbull, it's $20, so very similar to a BBM, and you still have a chance at a 6-figure prize. Granted, no 7-figure prize, but still 6 figures with much better advance rates. That's max of 10. The Poodle's max of 20, so very reasonable. I was not one of the ones to get a deposit bonus, but if you got a deposit bonus and did the max, the 250, you could have gotten, it would have paid for all your pit bulls, so that's a way you could look at it. But
well, yeah, both are, you get through obviously the 2 of 12 in your pod, and then 1 of 6, 1 of 5. Obviously the Pitbull final is much smaller, with, like you said, the 100,000 prize up top, and then the Poodle 40K up top. I love these contests. I absolutely love these contests. And I know people go back and forth on that. What are your biggest, before we jump into it, because I talked about that in the description for the show, so let's be authentic to that. My biggest things for these type of contests with smaller advance rates, not the gauntlet style of 113, 116 in the BBM, is, I am going to still look for playoff correlation, but I'm not going to I never overforce it. But I think you can even downgrade playoff correlation a little further. Obviously we're looking to team stack and stack and everything. And if playoff correlation comes naturally, it actually did in my Bulldog, which was obviously awesome advance rates, 2 of 10, 2 of 10 in the playoffs. And actually that playoff correlation did help in some ways, but I just don't think you have to overforce it when you have smaller, the advance rates aren't as gauntlet to get to the finals. And then the finals are smaller than BBM. Yeah. Your thoughts on differences?
No. And I think the other thing, look, I think playing for advance rate in any contest is good, because the more bullets you have, whether it's BBMs, puppies, or these types of contests, I think you're just better chances of getting things through. But with this, when we know that weeks 15 and week 16 are so much easier, I want, when a Poodle, a 20 max, or a German Shepherd, or I'm sorry, the Pitbull 10 max, like, I want to be over the field. I don't want to just get 2 of 10 or 4 of 20. Like, I want to get 7 of 20, 4 of 10, 5 of 10, if I can. I think that's a good way to approach it, because you get these things through and you just can still, in the Poodle case, get like 40K top prize, and in the Pitbull case, 100K. I don't think anyone would be upset with 6 figures here. So
I would not. No, I would definitely not.
It's just, I think you want to make sure you're structurally sound. Like, somebody can make the case in a BBM or even a puppy to do a more odd build, like a 10 receiver build or something, and think that you're going to get that one unique piece in week 17 or even in week 16 that gets you through that bigger pod. But it's just harder to make that case. Like, be structurally sound. Don't take big ADP risks. It is a time box tournament, so like, you can't take somebody who you think is going to be lower on.
No, and that was something I want to talk about next, but go ahead.
But don't take like crazy big risks just to get a stack, just to like add, the fourth receiver on some guy who you don't really think has a real chance of playing or being good, or like some crazy like backup tight end like a Cole Kmet. Look, maybe Cole Kmet is the right call because of Loveland's injury or something like that. But the reality is, or like a Ben Sinnott, the people who draft that, like that's just, you're kind of burning money at that point because you're lessening your chance to even advance. And in the odd chance that those types of guys like pay off either in the playoff week or week 17, like they're just not going to be owned in this contest. So you're not even having to worry about them. Versus like a BBM that's so big and like late news could break. And like right now, Cole Kmet's not really owned, but if Loveland keeps missing camp, then Cole Kmet could end up being like 20% owned in the BBM. But here he's going to be 0%. So it's just not worth that kind of risk when the number one thing is advance, make it to the playoffs, because then you're just in a much easier field to advance beyond that.
Yeah, I want to say I love the 2 of 10 in the Bulldog, which obviously enjoyed the finals. It was a 20-person finals, finished 5th, but 1 of 6, 1 of 5 is nice. And I absolutely love that. And yeah, I'm going to be doing all these good advance rate contests for sure. Thad says, or you can just know ball. Speaking of knowing ball, obviously Steve knows ball. Talking ball with Steve O'Speak is going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week. He did 2 earlier in the week. He's going to do 1 on Friday evening. So stay tuned for that. But 2 to 4 times a week, you're going to get talking ball with Steve O'Speak. Sometimes it'll just be him. Sometimes it'll be him and a guest. But it is like classes in session. I learned ball just by having Steve as my brother, and we can all learn ball by watching talking ball with Steve O'Speak. So good shout there. GAB says, hello, all, great day to be alive and drafting. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. GM from Bindles, always great to see you, Bindles. The current second highest scoring winner in the Best Ball Jeopardy. Hartman says, I like the fade list. I can't see the emoji there. Is that a flower? Flower? Something really surprised me, though. I can't see fading me. Is that flower? Tell me the emoji. I missed the emoji there, Hartman. So talking tacos would sound good too. So the other thing I want to talk about really quick in these time box tournaments, yes, like I think like you want to have a great advance rate, because then once you get in the playoffs, you're going to have the advance rates of 1 of 6, 1 of 5 are awesome to try to get to the finals, and still some fun prizes up top. And then the other thing I want to talk about is in these time box tournaments, making stands, not like you said, stupid, but like that would make sense, that are going to be very low owned, because in the BBM Open all year, it's going to be very hard to find like really, really low owned guys. And these, you can find some sub, 10% super low owned guys by taking a stand early. Maybe it's, rookie running back. Maybe it's a, scroll down tight end or receiver. I wouldn't do it, for like 3 picks, but with your 18th round pick, it definitely is. Like, just went off the top of my head, like if you had a Cam Ward team, Xavier Restrepo, there was good like mini camp speak about, obviously they were former teammates at Miami, that he looked really good. If that continues, great. If it doesn't, then he's an 18th round click. But it's something like that is just an example. I'd have to say hi to, it was an Olive and it was a Lave. So, okay, that's fair. Injury, it's just summary. Check out the article if you haven't yet. But but thank you for saying that you enjoyed the article too, Hartman. For me, Lave, massive, obviously injury history, concussion history, bad offense, like other guys around him more. Did I already say hi to Who Hames? We love our guy Who Hames. Good to see you. Losimo, good to see you. Lave is on my fade list currently. Let's use Puka. I heard you talking about Puka today in your contest. I forget, is he overweight or fading Puka?
He's trying to go overweight on Puka in the at least the Poodle. In
the Poodle. Okay, and I do think that's fair too. So making big stands on a player. I actually heard Chad Candles talking about that in like certain time box tournaments, being like, I'm going to be really overweight this player or this stack, and if it goes well, you're going to advance have probably a really strong advance rate and have some fun in playoffs. If it doesn't go well, okay, it's one of the many contests that Underdog's going to release. So I like that. So I know you agree with the scroll down. My famous scroll down last year was Sam Darnold in June and July. I think I had, 6 or so in June or July, Sam Darnold teams in Timebox contests. And that was just fun. So who are some scroll downs? Our guy, Gritty's in here. Good to see you, Gritty. And anybody on Twitter, watching on Twitter, come over, chat with us in YouTube, hit the like button. If we get 30, we will draft a second draft. We appreciate you. Who would name a couple scroll downs that you like that we may want to attack today, Steve? And I do agree with going overweight on players too. Go ahead.
So there are a couple, and I do think the other thing that's important is it's got to be in the right kind of build. Like for instance, I'm going to name a couple running backs, but I want to be sure about my other running backs because these guys could end up being just total zero if they don't get the role. But like a Rashard Smith, a Kyle Monangai, Taj Brooks, Ollie Gordon, if they get the right role, they could pay off massively. And 6 weeks from now, when we're in the middle of camp or after the first preseason game or two, they could be up in the 15th round of like BBM and whatever puppy and whatever tournaments are going then. But right now they're 17th, 18th round free clicks. So I would definitely look at those kind of guys who I think really could spike. But I say that with the abundance of caution, make sure you are okay taking zero. And another one is Keenan Allen. Like if Keenan Allen, or if you want to say,
I don't think he's going to be low owned though, but yeah.
I don't think he'll be low owned, but understand like in a Timebox tournament, everyone's getting them at this price.
Yeah, that's
it's not
true.
Like you're getting value,
but
you're also not risking value. But make sure, like I took him in the draft earlier, but I love the rest of my receiver. It's 7 other receivers. There's an eight receiver room, and it's just one of those things where he could just pay off. Like I think I got him in the 16th round, end of the 16th round. And if he goes to basically any team, he's worth so much more. And if he ends up retiring, like my team's by no means dead. Yeah.
No, I think that's a great point as well. All right. Any other scroll down before we get into a draft?
So just a couple scroll down that I would point to at like tight end. I definitely think targeting guys like Elijah Arroyo and Ferguson in this, again, in a situation where you're kind of comfortable with your other, say, 2 tight ends. Theo Johnson's another one. He's actually pretty clear to be the starter, and he still goes in the 18th round and in basically every draft. And up until when he got hurt on, I think, Thanksgiving Day, he had pretty solid year for a rookie. And finally, a quarterback. I mean, we're still getting Daniel Jones late. Tyler Shuck is another one we're getting late. If you need a third quarterback, there's just value there in taking them late where, again, we know these guys will go up if what we think happens. So, yeah, bet on these guys. In terms of guys who are totally not getting drafted,
here's a couple. NWI, Gadsden, that is a crazy one because if this guy gets some major camp news with the Chargers offense, good shout out, Disbanded. That is a fun scroll down click, especially in a Herbert stack. I like it. Yeah,
and that's the other thing. Some of these things, if you correlate it correctly, like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, if it's part of a Tampa bring back or with a Tua stack, then I like those kind of builds more, especially if you again have built it where if Nick Westbrook-Ikhine ends up behind Malik Washington and just total nothing, then it doesn't matter. So I definitely like mixing some of those guys in, but don't go overboard. And like Huhames talked about this because he talked about Restrepo earlier, and it's like we're not saying take 20% of Xavier Restrepo, but it's like take him in a team or two in this kind of contest when he's stacked with, particularly when he's stacked with Cam Ward, because again, it's a situation we get to the second preseason game and Xavier Restrepo just is getting peppered with targets from Cam Ward and clearly looks like he might be the slot receiver. He's going to be going in the 15th round.
Exactly. And right now we're getting him so low on. So I think in each draft tonight, we should take one scroll down click. And I mean, scroll down that could that could be fun. Shout out to Dirty P in chat, another subscriber. I can't quit Tori Horton. I already mentioned the Gadsden call out. And I do believe, I thought I saw somebody else that I hadn't said hi to. Yeah, Sue Edwards. Good to see everybody in chat. Okay, now it's time to get into a draft because we hope to rip 2 of these things. So, and fun thing, every Thursday now we'll be taping a strategy session that'll just be evergreen on the channel. We already have the Super Flex up on the channel you can watch anytime as Superflex get released. We are taping a marathon one tonight that'll be up on the channel tomorrow. And Taj Brooks and Brashad Smith are my sketchy late running backs. Those are my two favorite too, Chad Candles. We are in lockstep there. And I know Steve likes both of them as well. Correct, Steve?
Yeah. No, those are two of my favorite late running backs for sure.
All right, a couple quick questions, and I do want to get into a draft so we could keep this thing a rolling. Any thoughts on Luke McCaffrey? It wouldn't shock me if he rose up and had some role, especially if there was any injuries. But I am not currently taking so we can fire through their quick answer on that, Steve.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can get in draft and we can talk about this, but no, Luke McCaffrey, I think he's better than the rookie Jalen Lane and ahead of him. But if Noah Brown, which it sounds like the Noah Brown injury scare was just that, a scare, like not a real threat, Noah Brown should be their number 3. And they also have vets like KJ Osborne, like Michael Gallup, like Luke McCaffrey. And so these McCaffrey and Jalen Lane picks, I'm just not really in on right now unless the Noah Brown situation changes or something along those lines.
All right, Fantasy Dog, thank you very much. 20th like. We're likely doing a second draft. Get us to 30. With that said, we got 2 drafts most likely to do here. So anybody that wants to join us in the Poodle first, so obviously it's just 20 seconds. So 20-second Poodle, if you'd like to join us, I'm going to enter in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. And we're waiting on 2 more. So hopefully, if you want to get in with us, you can. Let me bring that over. I've got a ton of slows going on. So got to find that. Is it down at the bottom? Is it still filling? Must have filled here. Look for the not slow timer thing. There it is. Okay. So Poodle, 20-second Poodle. Let's see if anybody made it in with us. We got our guy Neil Orfield. I'm not sure if Neil's watching or if he's just in on his own, but we got Neil in here, player Q. Huron River Rat, that's Jason Calhoun. We are at the 10 spot. Lumpsky is at the 11 spot. Good to see you guys. So we have a couple in here at the 5, 7
from the Pat McAfee show also.
Who?
Ty Schmidt from the Pat McAfee show is in number 2.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be it? That would be fun. That'd be like drafting with Gilbert Arenas. We love the McAfee show. Oh, here we go. Our guy Neil is in. And Neil, I'm going to be reaching out to you soon. Need to have you on a Friday Friends of Best Ball soon. We'll be reaching out to you soon. Did multiple drafts with Neil on both of our channels and had so much fun. So definitely look for a message from me soon. Can't wait to draft with you soon, Neil. Love it, Neil. Okay. Who Hames said I renamed my slow so I could find the fast easier. Who Hames is a sharp guy. Who Hames is a sharp guy. All right, Steve. I'm doing, I think all the Poodles I've done so far, I guess I shouldn't say are done, are slow. And then I just left a few to do fast here on the channel with you. So I don't have any completed Poodles yet because now have you done any fast?
Oh, most of mine have been fast.
Oh, you're doing a lot on other people's streams, jumping in and drafting on when other people are streaming live. Love it. Similar to Neil and Jason and Delumsky. Love it. Okay, so Neil goes Bijan. Huron River at 7, gets Gibbs at 7. I've been seeing that more. We will be up here in a minute. Genty Neighbors, Nico, by my rankings, where do you want to go? I've taken, I think, a couple of Genties and some Poodles, but I mean, honestly, I'm fine taking him at 10. So I'd
do Nico.
Okay. I don't think I have a ton of him, honestly. I probably do have more Genty than him, so that's fine. Okay, so we go Nico at 10. We'll stay here at 15. As you can see, my percentages are up on the screen, though they do not reflect the ones that have finished or not totally completed yet or are in slow, and that's a lot right now. I probably have 40 slows going on, give or take. Now some of those are sprint and marathon and super flex and stuff like that, but a lot are these contests and So those won't reflect ownership. Like there's some guys that show 0 and I'm like, I'm not 0, but then I've taken them and I'm just waiting. Oh, the German, was it German Shepherd, Steve? We'll talk about in a minute. Oh my gosh, Genty falls all the way back. That's gotta be a snap click, right?
Yeah, no, I like that.
I mean, we were considering him at 8 or 10. So let's go Genty Nico. That sounds fun to me to get him to take the falling value on him. Because I don't think Nico had we taken Genty in like this Timebox tournament would fall. So that feels like a fun, somewhat unique combination. But what I was starting to say is German Shepherd was the other one that I did a bunch of slows, and they are currently finishing. Do I have the right dog breed name? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So ownerships that you see, bestballoverlay.com, use code Fanspeak for 25% off per month. If you're doing high volume, it is super, super helpful to manage your portfolio, see where you're at. Sometimes you're a little too much, a little too light. Want to fix that. See team correlation, see playoff correlation. Let me get to the chat. Oh yeah. Neil says I'm in a million slows right now. Saw you guys are streaming and had some time to kill. Love it, Neil. Love to see you in here, and appreciate that. Appreciate you.
Love it, Neil, and I love that Neil is a slow drafter also. Like,
yes. Steve is a dedicated slow drafter.
Yeah.
How many slows do you currently have, Steve?
Probably, I mean, because a lot is finished. Like all the puppies that I was in slow finished.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Superflex puppies I was in finished. So I don't know, maybe 70.
Okay, that's low for you. You're usually like feels like 150 or something.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't know how you managed. You were way over 100 slows when our family was at the U.S. Open, and you went to the U.S. Open Friday and Sunday, and it was like pouring rain on Sunday. I don't know how you did that. That's what's tough.
Yeah, so that was not necessarily fun.
Yeah. So have you seen anything crazy in these rooms, Steve, since you have done more fast on other people's streams?
I mean, I do think people are more willing, particularly in the Poodle, like more willing to get unique, which makes sense. Like if you're going to be unique, do it in a
getting unique combos in the smaller in the Timebox contest is fun too. Yeah. And Dirty P says, I learned I have one Josh Allen share through 79 BBMs. Gotta remember to click that guy. Yeah, I think I wouldn't want just one share if you're maxing 150. So I agree. That makes sense.
One thing I will say with these smaller, again, to help you advance, like going elite quarterback can really, I think, help you advance.
Well, I was actually going to say we can do that, but I have done a lot of elite quarterbacks on my slows. So we don't have to, we don't have to avoid it, but I was actually going to say it'd be fun to wait on one because I did do a lot of elite quarterbacks. Yeah. But this is our draft together. So if you want to go Allen Lamar here, I'm fine. But we also got Evans. This is my ranks. Kyron, Allen, Evans, Lamar, Tet, DJ Moore.
Let's do Evans.
Yeah, I was hoping because I need more Baker. I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Obviously, we'll stay right here. It is the elites. But if we're thinking Baker, I'm fine waiting. Tet, DJ Moore, James Cook, Worthy, JMO. I love these receivers here. I don't even mind pulling up one of these receivers here. Because as you can see by my rankings, I have Worthy higher. Well, I have Hunter way higher, but Tet, JMO, DK. So thoughts on that? Because I know you and I like to be very comfortable with building running back on the flex. I know you and I both tweeted about that. We could talk about that in a minute, but I do like this kind of pocket of receivers.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably take the Allen fall, but.
All right. You don't want to do Worthy, Metcalf?
No, not over the receiver. I mean, I would consider like James Cook over that, but not a receiver.
I would disagree with you there. Like I get the JMO fall, or excuse me, the beginning of the Allen fall. He fell 4 or 5 spots past ADP. Yeah. Actually, it's right here. Yeah, he fell 5 spots past ADP. So I get that. I wanted to try to let's do a later, build, because you want to mix up your builds.
Baker and just be done at 2 with those two,
Yeah. You do want to mix up your builds. But I really, really, really like those those receivers like that receivers of Worthy, Tet, DK Metcalf. There were some that, JMO, those kind of receivers. I was kind of open to all. You like those receivers, don't you?
I do, but not. I have the elites, those two elite quarterbacks higher in more like early third round. I have them ranked just because they project so much better than other receivers and some of these running backs. And I am more bullish on James Cook. I think, I don't think the holdout is a legit thing. And similar to the Terry holdout, those aren't happening in my book.
Yeah, no, I get it. Let me just go to chat really quick. Steve put me on the slows. So there you go, Steve. You got disbanded in the slow streets. Neil says, I hate the spot, the draft spot right now. Being in the middle is tough sometimes. So he goes, Bijan Bucky, double anchor. Love that. JSN, George Kittle. I like that start a lot. Let me get to the rest of this. Elite QB or elite tight end. We'll go back to that in a minute. Disbanded says, flip the board. Elite quarterback manifesting. Yeah. So, I mean, I have done a lot in this particular in Poodles. So we'll keep rolling with it here. And like you said, maybe we can target Baker and just stop at 2, which isn't typical for us, but in that instance would make a ton of sense. Feels better when you are in that position. But yeah, I love your start. And I'm trying to get more George Kittle. George Kittle is the elite tight end that I definitely wanted to have the most of. So
yeah, but to answer the question, I'm definitely more elite quarterback over elite tight end.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, I'm gonna just like literally force myself to take the 4% blanket of Bowers and McBride. Maybe that bites me, but I've always had much better success with mid to late round tight ends. There's so many mid to late round tight ends I can make a strong case for, so I like that. So definitely more elite quarterback for me. But I do want to be very overweight Kittle. And I'm actually coming around, especially with the Addison likely suspension, on wanting to get more Hawkinson too. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely the same on Hawkinson. I know, I'm pretty sure Neil's a big fan of Hawkinson.
Yeah, Vikings fan. Yeah.
But last year he came back from the injury and had no touchdowns, and he still had some decent games. Like, let's imagine that he actually gets touchdowns. This is what he's born to do. Like, Hawkinson's a very good. Can be a very good red zone threat. I just really believe for a young quarterback.
All right. Oh, damn. I thought Hunter was going to fall all the way back to us. He didn't. Do you want to go Chuba here?
Yeah, I'm good with any of the running backs.
I'd prefer Chuba here if that's
that's good, Chuba.
Okay. And then we're coming back up at 63. So top of the ADP ranks are Kamara, Harvey, Odunze, Burrow, Addison, Godwin. Have you done many Tampa double stacks? I just was curious.
I've done it some.
I mean, it's not like it's not priced. They throw almost as much as the Bengals, and it's not like it's priced like the Bengals. I'll say that. So I don't do it really that much. Do you want to consider it?
No, we can consider. Is there anyone above Burrow? Sorry,
Rome, Addison. I mean, we got the suspension, But,
yeah, I mean, I'm definitely in on Rome, but
I mean, I love Addison. He's only going to miss 3 games, so I'm fine with any of these 3.
Let's do the double stack.
Oh my God! Hold on. Sorry, the dog's losing its mind. Hold on. Can you hear that through the?
A little bit.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Talk about.
Yeah. So, no, start is definitely a little unique for us, but I like Nico, Evans, Godwin. There's just a lot of passing upside. Evans and Godwin, I know the offense coordinators changed, but you look at what they were doing before they got hurt, and just total upside of this offense, passing offense. It's so huge. Offensive line's the same. All the weapons are same. All they've done is add. So that's why I'm big on Baker. But Godwin, we just see he's so good. Like, the guy just needs to stay healthy, but the dude is just so talented and so good. And Evans, Father Time has nothing on Evans right now.
All right. I'm back on. So really quick, to Wayne's question, I was yelling at the dog was when he loses his mind, the crate he scratches, and it's literally sounds like nails on a chalkboard. So I had to mute that. I may have to go check on that, but as of now, we'll keep going. Neil says, drafted a ton of Hawk early, have slowed down because there's so many late tight ends that seem pretty strong. So agree, and that's why I am going to have so much of the mid to late round tight end builds. There are so many I love. We got Cody in here. What's up, Shouts? Good to see you, Cody. Obviously, if you're not subscribed to Neil and Cody and Who Hames and Hartman, you're doing it wrong. Make sure you're subscribed to all these other best ball. And Candyman, thank you. Yes, Candyman, who's going strong to 500 soon. So all these channels are must watch. So it says, love the Evans Godwin double stack. Did I just? Okay, no, we're not up. I didn't know if I had it right. I love the Evans Godwin double stack. Love that Tampa Bay offense. Yeah, I mean, think of how much cheaper we're getting than I know. Chase Higgins, Burrow is so strong, but I think it's a similar type of double stack that we're getting kind of at a discount, and I want access to that. So especially in a contest like this, I like that. I don't know if in this type of contest, you could see like the ping ponging even more, maybe. I don't know. I definitely want to be open to that. So I queued them up. I say we don't miss around. I mean, I guess we could try to push it around the corner, but it's not like I think we just go Baker here, but it's up. What do you think?
Yeah, no. Let's. I know it's.
I mean, actually, his ADP is 92. Never mind. I was going off my ranks. Whoops. Anyways, the other ones I like are Diggs, Downs.
Two Diggs.
Okay.
If somehow we miss Baker, then would be open up for May.
Oh, good call. Good call. Okay. And so, we start 1, 2, 4, and we'll be up at 87. And if Baker falls there, we'll go there because his ADP is now 92.
Storybrooke's not taking him. I don't think Lumsky is. Said hopefully Storybrooke's not taking him. I didn't think Lumsky.
Great picks by Lumsky with Downs. I love Josh Downs this year. I take an obsessive amount of it. Right, who does Storybook have? He's got good stable of running backs, receivers,
but just he needs a quarterback.
Nope. Shit. You know why? Now I'm pissed. This is why sometimes you just throw ADP out the window. Who gives a shit about closing line value? Do you want to do this? I'm like angry now.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 4. I was just rage clicking. Hey, I mean, the BBM4 winner, got a lot of BBM winners, honestly. I know this isn't BBM, get sniped, and it's how you pivot, how you react. But did he have let's see, Storybook, does he have? No, I didn't know if he had any like
Dolphins.
Dolphins, or I mean Bucky goes on the other side of the board. So Okay, well, now I regret that. This is why sometimes I do really don't believe in the pushing in the closing line value. It's like, if you like your stack, I'd rather just have more of the stacks I like and then mixing up the combos with that. What side do you stand on?
No, I mean, I generally agree, especially with the double stack. I thought just with dodging 4 picks, we could. I knew the one guy didn't have a quarterback, but I knew we had the 2 stacked pieces. And I knew he didn't have Bucky either, and I didn't think he had Waddle. So
because he didn't have it. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, Lemsky. He wanted Diggs. He said should have picked base. I agree. We should have. Correct Veg ADP is for beginners. To Ryan, yes, I don't know how many likes we currently have, but if we hit 30 likes, we definitely are doing a second one. We'll put it to the chat if you to vote to do either Poodle or Pipple, your all's choice. So sorry, Lemsky, on that. And yes, you're right. We should have just taken them. I really truly believe that's where I land, is I'd rather have more combos of the stacks I want than trying to push it, because there's a lot of flatness of the tier there. I did like Diggs, but I like Downs and Mooney. I mean, they went to Lumsky, so I love Lumsky's picks there. So I don't know. I'm mad at myself.
No, I mean, I agree. And that's the thing. Yes, we'll probably try and get May later, but even if we didn't get Diggs, Downs, Mooney, we would have gotten Pittman if Khalil Shakir is
Yeah.
our pick, so be it. Like,
oh, that's yuckier. But
Okay.
he wasn't on the fade list. But I mean, on half point, we're not on DraftKings. Like half point PPR, Khalil Shakir is not sexy. Let's just put that. 12 spot just lost Mbuka. Lumpsy said, just kidding. He definitely should have followed you. I don't know why he took Baker yet. Yeah, but I just side with, I think, especially with quarterbacks, there's like so many in this range, and we wanted to just maybe do 2 with Allen that we should have considered just pulling the trigger. And yeah, ADP be damned. Again, look at where my rankings had him much higher. And sometimes that's where you do lean in to the rankings. I'll get to, okay, so we're up. Oh, look who's fallen right to, oh, that's on my ranking. No, he did fall. He's right around his ADP. Do we do it?
We do it.
I don't care. I freaking love him. 1-3-4-1, like that start. Okay, do we have any current stacks to take here? Nico, okay, Evans, Godwin, Snipe. Oh, you talked about May, and now we're open to Jordan, JJ McCarthy. Do you want to take May here?
Yeah, I mean, we do need to work on your May exposure.
I don't care. I only have like 31 completed drafts, so I have like 16, or I have, that means I have out of my 31 completed, and that's just complete. And the reason I only have 31 completed, I'll explain myself in a minute because I feel like I need to adjust. I feel like I'm not a true best ball girl with that kind of volume. Okay, we're taking it. I don't care. So first of all, like 31 completed. Keep in mind the completed part. So that means I have like what, like 14 or 13 Drake May. I don't care. I love him. I think he has like top 5 upside. He has that rushing floor ceiling combo, and we're getting him in the 10th round. So I don't care. Drake May will definitely be my highest score, owned quarterback. I would almost guarantee it. And to why I only have 31 completed is, again, I'm doing a ton slow. I think I have 40 slows going on right now. And I mix in a lot of the, super flex, because Stephen Huhames got me onto super flex, sprint and marathon. So I'm mixing a lot of those into my portfolio as well. Oh, and I'm going to have some fun with Eliminator too. So.
Yeah.
Are you judging me? I don't care. Okay, Neil would have pushed Baker there. Tough to anticipate a wild card. And again, you do have to anticipate the wild cards. And now I'm getting caught out. Stu said, where's that?
Or what was your exposure on Scatterville?
Oh, that's like 45 too. Yeah. Scatterville and May. Hey, if Scatterville and May hit, know that I'll be pretty happy come best ball playoffs. So love the strong stances. Yeah, I love May. May has a stalker now.
Yeah, Mike Robb needs to represent the Drake May.
Yeah, Mike Robb always calls me out on my Scatterville stalking that he needs like a restraining order. Hey, the year that Laporta was a rookie and going like anywhere from 18th to as high as 13th, I had 50% of him. That worked out just fine for me. When they're mid to late round picks, the 50% isn't going to burn you, but it sure as hell if it doesn't go your way. But if it goes your way, it's going to be amazing. So, yeah. And it was that year. He didn't help he had a total dud in the semifinals, so that stunk. But yeah, it was good overall. Let me see. There was something else. Mike Robb had a question, a pop quiz for you early, and I missed it. Where is it? He had a pop question for you for Best Ball Jeopardy. Okay, pop quiz. 49ers bye to the third power.
Oh, geez.
No, that's 14. No, there's no way.
That was what the thing was last night, I believe. But now my brain's not working. It's like 5120 or something like that.
Okay. Oh, that was the question.
512, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Pat Bryant, wide receiver, 25 incoming. Was there a good Pat Bryant? I know Huhames is super high on Pat Bryant, right?
I'm not sure if it's any news. I just think it's Huhames loving Pat Bryant, which I'm in a similar camp. Like I think Pat Bryant has big upside to be the number 2.
Oh, are you overweight on Pat Bryant currently?
I mean, I'm not where Huhames is at, but I'm like
I love it, Huhames.
10%.
As Thad says, go get your guys. We got Omega King in here, GM, RBs, go Burr. Love to see it. Love to see in here, Omega King. 12, we are doing a Poodle or Superflex. We can put it out for Poodle, Superflex, or we even put Pitbull if people want to do that. I'm just saying stuff. Oh shoot, we're on the clock. Okay. Okay, let me go by ADP because we're only down to 12 seconds. Quick. Ray Davis. We need somebody.
I would do Tucker Craft.
Why?
I think we can be done at tight end.
I was gonna say with going an early tight end, that seemed a little.
Yeah, I really like Tucker Craft. I think he's criminally undervalued.
Okay.
And
all right, 2, 3.
Out there, we didn't need a quarterback.
We're kind of. I mean,
I think Ray Davis will be there in 4 picks.
No, he's not. Lumsky took him, which.
But there's other running backs that work.
Okay, we'll go back to the chat in a minute. Up in 2 picks. I mean, this isn't a fun range of receivers, but we are only at 4. Mims, well, obviously, that's just falling.
Let's pull up a running back or something here.
We could do Rashad White, but that's a lot of team correlation without.
White I don't really. There's not a receiver I'd take.
Oh, this blows.
We could take CJ Stroud, but I don't think we want to pull up a quarterback here.
No, just do White. I don't. We do have 2 week 14 buys, so 8, 14, 14, 9. It is team correlation, even though we missed on Baker. So yeah, that was kind of like a panic pick because I mean Grendo. Well, I guess Grendo's only like 6 away. Well, I mean, there are some.
We couldn't have taken Grendo. He's another week 14. So.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing we didn't then.
But yeah, no, like and this is the issue. Like, Sus says, like this is a good tight end range. We got 1, but we could have double up in this tight end range. But we already had by taking Hawkinson early. You know, we weren't going to take a 3rd tight end here. So. But
no, we're definitely done it too, and that's a good point.
But this is a good area to like double tap tight end.
Double tap and be done, like you said, and better than the best Hollywood types. Omega King agrees with you. Kraft is king. Ryan votes for Poodle. So yeah, we'll do. I'll put another poll in, and we can do it, or we could just have people.
Last I saw, we're 2 likes away. So
okay.
If you're on Twitter watching, jump over.
Yeah, jump over to YouTube, hit that like button. After this drive, we will do whatever the chat wants to do. Pitbull, Poodle, Superflex. Who says I'm just saying stuff. He's at, I believe, 19% Pat Bryant. I need to get more Pat Bryant. Mike Robbs is just trying to make sure you're staying sharp, King. Yeah, you got to come up through that losers bracket, Steve. So yeah. Just learned today I have 25 shares of Drake May through 79 BBM. See, Dirty Peas on my side is right there with me. So I like that. What does this mean for Marlon Mack? I'm guessing that's a joke. Who did we talk about? That's when you fall too far behind chat, you're like, wait, what did they mean? I forget. Okay. Oh, Lumsky, Pitbull, Ryan, Poodle. So we'll have to take a vote. Okay, Ryan, thank you. We have made 30 likes. We appreciate you guys. Of course, we appreciate you joining us here on YouTube. We appreciate you hitting that like button. We appreciate you chatting. We appreciate you, those that are drafting with us. Absolutely. Big draft energy. Great to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah, absolutely. So how about when we get towards the end of the draft, we'll take like an official vote and so that way I don't have to go back and count, It could be like those who are staying vote now, and we'll do it. Oh God, we're on the clock again. Okay, so ADP, it's not cute.
I'll do QJ.
Oh God, why? I mean, it's
a correlation to Nico Collins for week 17. I think we end up with 8 receivers.
Oh, yeah, clearly at this point. What's our bye weeks looking like? So 2, 4, 5, 2. We're done at tight end for sure. We started strong at receiver, but had only gotten 4. But I definitely think it needs to be an 8 receiver build. What's our buys? Okay, well, 2 9s from the Bucks, 6, 14, 12. So yeah, other than maybe by week 9. We don't want to go too crazy. I queued up Pat Bryant, Adam Thielen. Interest in that? Or did you want to pull up like a Roshan or Braylon Allen and be done?
No, I think getting a receiver here.
I don't have much Pat Bryant. Can we talk about him? Can I take it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back here and then back to the chat. All right. Yeah, good to see you. Big Draft Energy. Again, thank you all for getting us to 30. See, Chad Candles, this is where you go gadget arm to assist Cedric Tillman when you need a wide receiver. I was thinking Cedric Tillman. Did we?
The guy I pull up for sure. Like,
wait, so is Chad Candles, is he on team Cedric Tillman or not?
I'm not sure. I can't remember if I've heard him talk about it.
And Chad Candles, another amazing channel, The Morning Streamer. If you're not already subscribed, go subscribe to Chad Candles' channel. Awesome morning streams with your coffee, for sure. Good to see you, Pepper Tony, Yo-Yo, CBK, always good to see you, GM Shoups. Love it. Keyshawn Butte. I mean, my pronunciation of the names are just terrible. Well. It's every show I mispronounce names. Will be the Patriots to the season. You heard it here first. I am not going to make a big deal about the Kyle Williams stuff because
I'm not making a big deal now, but I will say to his point, like the Patriots, I think are pretty open beyond Diggs right now. I'm a believer in Kyle Williams, but yeah, it could be anyone.
Yeah. Big Draft Energy. Oh no, I love you. Another channel, Big Draft Energy. Yeah, good to see.
Yeah, he crushes the drafters streets.
Yeah. Yes, that's awesome. Adam says fellow Cedric Tillman enjoyer, and Chad says appreciate it. I am at the market with Tillman. Yeah, I'm trying to get more for sure. Off the shine, finishing my workday with ear open. Meg doesn't sound too excited about this squad. I am just frustrated with a couple snipes and that I am not paying attention enough, which we all do when we're in the streaming streets sometimes. And it's a 22nd draft. And then I come over and I'm like, I don't like the pockets we're in. But actually, I think it is coming together. I actually do think everything's coming together. It's just like, I think we maybe forced a couple picks that I didn't love, like, the snipe we went Hawkinson. I don't mind that. The QJ was probably the one I'm grossed out about, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. I actually don't think this team is decent.
Yeah, you said I do or don't think this team is decent.
I don't know. I do think this team is decent. There's been a couple frustrating clicks or snipes. That's it, but not that bad.
Meg has no poker face. She cannot hide her disdainer. Yeah,
none. Zero. Okay, I will go back to the chat in a minute. We're almost back on the clock, and I'm going to be here this time. Okay, ADP, Pierce, Darnold, Michael Wilson, Kate Otten, Shipley, Miles Sanders.
Pierce?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of them, but I am fine with that because, okay, so 2, 4, 7, 2. Did you want to go? Do you want to go Shipley and be done at running back, or we went Genty, Chuba, Scatterboo, Rashad White?
Yeah, I'm good with Shipley if he's still there.
I mean, this will gross everybody out, but we could also, there's a couple quarterbacks falling, and I have a receiver with one of the quarterbacks that would be there in our next set of picks. Do you know where I'm going?
Oh, I know where you're going.
I mean, right now it only says 9% Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to have a ton in like marathon and super flex. Okay. Did you want to do that or do you want to go Shipley?
Well, let's go Shipley in this.
All right. So you're fine with the Allen May build. I mean, which is fine.
Yeah. I mean, we could still throw in Daniel Jones if he's there when we come back or something like that. We just took Alec Pierce.
That's true. That is true. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. More Tillman talk. I like it. Dirty Pieces. I took Tillman about 20 spots ahead of ADP in Chad Candles live stream this morning. So speaking of Chad Candles and the morning streams, love it. It was noticed, hey, come draft with us at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I like that. So yeah, the morning streams with Chad Candle's channel. Absolutely. You have to love that. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Get into Chad Candle's morning streams. That's what the beauty of the best ball community is with more streamers. There's live drafts going on almost every hour of the day, and that is perfect. Speaking of live drafts, our guy Tyler Emo Cowboy coming in from the Typhoon Tower. Heard you earlier, Tyler, talk about tall women. I'm about 5'9", so I appreciate you, Tyler, looking out for the tall girls out there. So no, shout out. We all know Fantasy Sanctuary, Typhoon Tower. They are on, I believe, BBG's channel and then Typhoon Tower. So I'm sure check that out. Always good to see Tyler in here as well. We love the tall ladies. Thank you. Yes. We are a tall family. Steve is 6'5". I'm 5'9". So thank you for supporting the tall ladies out there. And I have dated guys shorter than me, but more me. I get like self-conscious if I'm taller than the guy. But yeah, I wish I was tall. Obviously, it's just more vague. Yeah, that's true. I think I might be shrinking already, though, Steve, because I've had back problems. I swear. I think the shrinking is already starting. I think when I played like volleyball, I would list it as 5'10". I don't think I'm 5'10", though. I think I'm probably like legit 5'9". Okay. So my Aaron Rodgers goes. I'm obsessed after. I mean, I listened to did you listen to the whole McAfee interview?
Yeah.
I actually think, I don't know if he's still going as quarterback 28, but I actually think if he stays healthy, it's a situation to massively outperform. And like, you can get him with Pat Freiermuth, you could get him with like Calvin Austin or Roman Wilson late. I think it's a fun late stack. Okay. Decision time. Do we go Daniel Jones? We're up at 202, 207. Other receivers you like here, I'll go off ADP. So Thornton, Tutu, Adani, if you wanted to double stack it. Wicks, Roman Wilson is one of my favorite clicks. That's why I mentioned Rodgers earlier. Where do you want to go here? Do you want?
Let's go Daniel Jones here.
Because we're only doing 2 tight ends, we still can do the 8.
Yeah,
I feel comfortable with our running back room. We do have a double 14 bye, but we have Genty, Chuba, Scatabo, Rashad White, Shipley. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
so 2 9s, 2 14s. Our dad would be appalled. I want to have my dad on show. Willie Pops in the streets. Debbers is our mom's handle. Willie Pops in the streets. They're badgeless but dangerous. They watch a lot of our shows. But we got to have Willie Pops on. Our whole entire family made the finals last year. So our mom said she's too shy, but Willie Pops will get on a show and he will not accept double bye weeks. It's almost impossible, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Where do you want to go here, Steve?
Obviously receiver and
10 seconds. So say something quick.
Let's go Tutu. I think Tutu is one of the safest clicks in this range. We didn't have a lot of week 8
over your MVS.
Yeah, I know we've taken more MVS, but it's not like we got them. All
right, let me catch up with chat. Tyler said I had my dad on today. Was a good time. Which channel? I need to see that. Let us know. I need to. Papa's Shop is a bye week. Yeah, Papa's Shop is a major bye week, bro. I think there's a fly running around and it's driving me insane. Let me catch up with the chat. I know the ladies for days. Let's see. Tall ladies, D1 babies. That's hysterical. Young men are just too insecure. Oh, Big Drafts Energy's wife's 5'10". He's 6'8". Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm 7'2". There's some good ones in here. Tyler never disappoints. Absolutely never disappoints. Okay. You had your dad on Typhoon Tower? I need to watch the end of Typhoon Tower. I watched on BBG's channel. I need to go over to Typhoon Tower for sure. Yes, Neil, to Papa Shoup is a major bye week, bro, for sure. Whenever we talk about it, he is appalled. He's probably appalled that we did 2 week 14 2 9 buys in our running back room. Wouldn't you agree, Steve?
Yeah, definitely not a fan.
Yeah, so I'll try to get Papa Shoup on at some point. 2-2 Coach Speak is strong. Yeah, little review incoming. And then now everybody in the chat put Poodle, Pitbull, or Superflex if you want to join us. That'll be our vote. All right, we'll do a quick review here, though. 3582 for us, Josh Allen, Drake May, Daniel Jones, Ashton Genty, Chuba Hubbard, Cam Scattaboo, Rashad White, Will Shipley. I mean, I guess in hindsight, Steve, we could have gone a 6 running back too, but I'm fine with this. Nico, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin got sniped on the double stack with Baker, Stephon Diggs, Quentin Johnson, Pat Bryant, Alec Pierce, Tutu Atwell, threw some volume at receiver then, and then Hawkinson Kraft. I like it overall. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, yeah, the Baker would have been nice, but I had no problem taking 3 quarterbacks to help with advance. And, I think our wide receivers are strong, even though we're taking dart throws at the end. Our first 4 are really strong. Top 3 running backs, I think, are strong. And yeah, I'm fine with those 2 tight ends for sure.
All right, let's go to the other 3 guys in chat really quick. Our guy, Neil, who, by the way, again, we said at the top of the show, Neil Orfield will be playing against Pete Overzet next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern on Best Ball Jeopardy. Don't miss it. Okay, he's got his guy, JJ McCarthy. I love it. So a little later quarterback, but I love these quarterbacks. 3582, JJ McCarthy, Geno Smith, Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, obviously correlated to Penix, Bucky Irving, Jalen Warren, Tootin, Giddens, and then JSN, Calvin Ridley, Jordan Addison stacked, Jacoby Myers stacked, Jaden Higgins, Wandale Robinson, Demario Douglas, Dante Thornton stacked, George Kittle, who, again, I'm obsessed with, need more of, Dalton Schultz. I love this team. You can build out a super strong running back and receiver room. And then obviously you got Kittle to kind of elite tight. He was tight end 1 last year. Elite tight end a little bit later. Like this a lot, and stacked all his quarterbacks. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, like we talked about before, Kittle was my favorite of the high end tight ends, basically any of the tight ends above pick 100. And no, I think he's strong across the board with the rest of his team.
Yeah, absolutely love it, Neil. And thank you so much for joining us. We need to stream together soon. Okay. Huron River Rat, Jason Calhoun, 2673, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert. That's a fun combo. Obviously Goff with Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, Jordan Mason, Garendo Algier, Braylon Allen. Like that running back room a lot. Lad McConkey stacked with Herbert, Garrett Wilson, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Trey Harris stacked as well. Jalen Noel, Keenan Allen, Sam Laporta, who we talked about Keenan Allen in this type of tournament. I love that. Oh, we forgot to do a big scroll down. We're going to do that in our next one. Sam Laporta, Tyler Conklin. Here's a scroll down. Love it. Arande Gadsden. So both Conklin and Gadsden stacked with Herbert. Very unique for this Timebox tournament. That was super fun. Yeah. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, I mean, taking a Gadsden with those other tight ends is totally fine. That's what I mean. Like, do it when you feel comfortable with your room. He's a zero. It doesn't kill you. And of course, stacked with Herbert. So it just makes more, do it when it correlates and makes the most sense is my thought on it. But yeah, the rest of the team is very good.
All right. Lunsky, 3672 from the 11th spot. Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Tua. Very, very strong quarterback room. Kyron, RJ Harvey, Ray Davis, Jaden Blue. Steve, read the rest of the team. He's scratching his.
Jaden Blue, Miles Sanders, Jarquez Hunter. Then receiver room, Brian Thomas, Drake London, Jalen Waddle, Josh Downs. Not sure. Scroll down. Darnell Mooney, Rashard Bateman, De'Ami Brown. Really strong wide receiver room. And tight ends, Mark Andrews, Ferg Daddy, Terrence Ferguson. But I like that. Mark Andrews can be your guy. Ferguson is a late pick. Yeah.
Thank you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you, Steve. My dog is scratching like crazy in the crate. And whoops. But no, I mean, yeah, I love his stacks. Each room feels fun. And absolutely love his stacks. But then some upside swings. Terrence Ferguson, another scroll down option that will be super low owned in this Timebox tournament, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now let's count. We'll catch up with chat. We'll count. Okay. So help me count, Steve. So we got 2 pit bulls, 3 pit bulls. I think that's another pit bull, 5 pit bulls. Marathon. I love marathon. Those do take a while to fill. Ryan says, I've already maxed the pit bull. Let's see. Neil says, do you, or CPK, are you in or out about bye weeks? He says, I do not care. Can't wait for the Papa Shout app. Got to schedule Papa Shout. That's right. Okay. I already know nobody is going to like me going through QBs. We like it. Steve and I are we're
that was with
fans
Lamar, but honestly, if it helps you advance and then you have a Lamar team to just dominate the playoffs, go for it.
Exactly. Let's see. Okay, we got 5 Pitbull, 1 Poodle because he's maxed. Tough spot, second, third round.
Sorry, Ryan. It looks like
I absolutely. Okay, definitely need to stream soon and looking forward to Jeopardy. We are looking forward to Jeopardy next week and definitely looking forward to streaming with you as soon. Need to head out, but hit the like. We appreciate you, Neil. Definitely some good teams in this draft. Okay, we have 6 pit bulls. All right, so I'm so sorry, Ryan.
Ryan said there's 1 left, so hopefully he can get in with us.
Okay, good. Okay, yes. So yes, we are doing a pit bull because it was a 6-to-1 ratio there. Hopefully you can get in with us then. Oh, Huhim says I took 3 QBs, Lamar, Herbie, Stroud yesterday when Stroud fell, especially when the third falls too. That's what the thing that like in ours, yeah, we could have taken a 6th running back since we did have some bye week overlap, but I do like the 3 quarterback stacks. So you're never going to get planes from us, Lumsky. We are a big team 3 quarterbacks. Okay, I am going to pull over the pit bull on my phone, count it down. Thank you guys so much for joining us, chatting with us, hitting that like button. Okay, pit bull. 20 seconds. If you want to join us in the pit bull, I am entering in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. And 8 more to go. So plenty of room for those that voted pit bull, for those that wanted to join us in a pit bull. We are doing a pit bull, 4 more to go. Let me pull it over here. Look for the knot.
It's going to be at the bottom.
Yeah, there it is. Got it. All right. Yeah, no, we appreciate you all joining us, hitting the like button, drafting with us. Best Ball Q, good to see you. Hopefully, Ryan, you're able to get in with us. Very fun. We appreciate you all. And this will be a fun to do a pit bull with you too, Steve. Mix up we maybe pit bull will be open still next Thursday, maybe not, but if not, we got one of each. So
yeah, absolutely. No, it definitely looks like the Poodle will fill probably sometime this weekend.
Yeah, I think Poodle will be open for us next week. I agree.
But yeah, I think the pit bull will be a little bit longer, and I wouldn't be surprised because now that the Schnauzer's filled, I think they released something else. I don't know what they'll do with the next puppy because the Superflex is still out there, but maybe we see like a Chihuahua or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so Ryan is Dusky 11. We're just waiting on 1 now. We got all filled up and waiting on 1. Jace Calhoun getting pretty pissed at Underdog 3 years, asking for a beagle as 2 beagle owner. It's time. Yeah, I've been asking for a boxer. Thank you, Disbanded. We appreciate you. I've been asking for a boxer tournament. I've had boxers my whole adult life. Just lost my boxer Riggs in April, and so I need to do it in his memory, and I just adopted a boxer, Rudy. And so for all my boxers, for Rudy, for Riggs, I need a boxer tournament. Where is it, Underdog? Let's give Jason a beagle. Let's give Meg a boxer, and let's go. Feeling a fast, slow puppy. All right, so we are in. Yeah, this is a pit bull, Eddie. Good to see you. Okay, young Mula is in. $15 boxer, $25 beagle. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, thank you very much. Everybody was very sweet, including my wonderful brother. Okay, let's check out what we've got here. Seuss Edwards at the 1, Lumsky at the 3, Huron River Rat at the 4. We are at the 5, Young Mula at the 6, Dusky at the 7, CKB at the 9, Chad Candles at the 10. It's a friends and family stream.
I recognize Pete Punch also. I can't remember who that is. I think I've seen him in like Who Games chats and.
Oh, okay. Pete Punch, if you're in here, let us know. Second draft incoming. Let's go. Thank you very much. We are at the 5 spot, Steve. This time we did not do what we said when we talked about at the beginning, ways to handle Timebox tournaments differently. We did not really do like a super fun scroll down. Let's do it this time. So
we will try.
All right. Lamb or Gibbs? I need some more Lamb. I have way more Gibbs than Lamb.
Yeah, let's do Lamb. That makes sense.
Thank you. All right. That's where this helps. bestballoverlay.com. Use code Fanspeak 25% off. Helps you realize where you're high or low on exposure. Some I'm high, like Drake May and Cam Scatterboot, and I don't care. Some I want to pull up, like CD Lamb. So that helps you see, obviously, team correlations and playoff stacks. So, all right. So Seuss Edwards goes Chase. Lumsky goes Saquon at 3. Huron River at Bijan at 4. We go Lamb at 5. Young Moolah, Gibbs at 6, Dusky Neighbors at 7. So, yeah, no, very, very fun. CKB, Christian McCaffrey. I'm a big Christian McCaffrey girl. And then Chad Candles, Nico, which we took at 10 too. So, yeah, this is always fun to do a full friends and family stream here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Lumsky needs a Bijan freeze tourney. There we go. Yeah, Sooth with the 101. Yeah, so everybody calling their spot. Ryan says, y'all ever get the first pick? Steve notably gets the first pick a lot on streams. Right?
Yeah, particularly Who Hames and Candyman's channels. Anytime I'm in one of them, I'm getting like 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I agree, Eddie. They're going to do a boxer someday and it'll be a 10K entry and I'll be like, well, I'm out. All right. 11 red badges. Brutal. Sorry, I have to eliminate you. Don't let me down, Chad Candles. Oh, the 10th spot. Like it. Peanut Punch. Okay, that's PP. Okay, thank you. Enjoying the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. And we appreciate you. What's the Pitbull strategy? Can't talk. Playoff advancement details. We kind of talked about the different strategies we use in the Timebox tournaments. After we make this pick, we can kind of summarize again. So we started Lamb. I have a lot. Oh, shoot. I didn't have it up to see my combinations, but actually they're all slow. So anyways, Taylor, Bucky.
I go Taylor.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was going to say, a lot of my combinations with Lamb, let me see if I can refresh, so if it'll bring up my best ball overlay combination tool. I have a, there it is. Yeah. I didn't have it queued up. That was shame on me, but this only has 2 Lamb teams because a lot of my other Lamb teams are currently slow. So this isn't, it wouldn't have told me a lot. So I'll stay here for pick 29. I've been really high on Marv lately. What do you think about Marv? Obviously, T. Higgins too.
I'm not taking a ton of Marv.
Really? I thought you were really high. I thought you were really high on Marv this year.
I mean, I'm definitely high on him. I just think that he goes a little too high.
Well, this is a range where I think
Can you scroll up? Can you?
I'm scrolled up. I'm
okay.
By ADP. We only have 10 seconds.
We can do Marv here. I'm not a big Garrett Wilson fan, so.
Do you care to explain for the people who are big Garrett Wilson fans?
Garrett Wilson is, I think, he had his most touchdowns last year with Aaron Rodgers, and there's no way the Jets are going to throw as many touchdowns this year. Just simply, Justin Fields, it's never been his game. He's never thrown a lot. Even last year with the Steelers, he only averaged like, I don't know, 30 or I can't remember the exact number, 28 passing attempts per game, something like that. They're going to throw way less than he did with the Jets did last year. So even if he does get but he should get the alpha targets.
But
even if he gets 30%, which, people hype that up, but only about 2 guys get 30% every year. But 30% of 400, 450 targets is 30% of 400 targets is the same as 20% of 600 targets. So, like a lot of wide receiver 2s in really good passing offenses are going to have as many or more targets. So,
gotcha.
That's kind of the issue. And I don't think he's like a big touchdown guy in this offense. They might be lucky to throw 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, that part makes sense. Okay, let me get to the chat really quick. We'll get back to Green Bean's point in a minute. Would have joined, but not a tourney I'm familiar with. Disappointed Chad Candles. I love Chad Candles start. What don't you like? Maybe he's just joking around. He did Nico, Derrick Henry, Lamar, soaking up all the I've definitely done that start before, soaking up all the Ravens touchdowns. I love that. Maybe he's just messing with them. I don't know. This man says doesn't like to join the live streams as much. We totally, whatever works for you. No worries. We love that you're in chat with us. We appreciate you. Wilson's biggest problem is he's stuck in a bad Jets organization. That's kind of similar to your thoughts. That agrees with you. So after this, we'll talk about the kind of the summary of what we talked about, Timebox tournaments in a
and
minute.
I think more specifically, he's asking what this tournament is, so we can bring up the actual stats.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, so we started 0-1-2 with JT, Liam, Marv up in 1. Let me sort by ADP because I did accidentally click Travis Hunter super early before. So sometimes you do need to watch that when you're using your rankings. DJ Moore, DK Metcalf. Can we go DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
Or Kittle?
We'll do Kittle.
Okay. I didn't think I had that much DK.
Yeah, that's a lot of DK Metcalf.
Hey, he's another alpha. So
yeah, but alpha means it's a relative term.
I like it. Okay, so I'm going to leave him start. We're 7 picks away. So I started Travis Hunter. If you wanted to stack, double stack Dallas, I'll start George Pickens. So JT, Lamb, Marvin Harrison, George Kittle. These, just like we were last draft, is a receiver range that I do really like. I don't know if one of these 3 will fall back to us, but what would be your favorite?
Well, Hunter would make sense from a bring back to Jonathan Taylor. No, the other ones just went, so it doesn't matter. But no, I mean, in this range, I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I think you're getting crazy value there.
Lumsky got him. No, that I do need to take more Hurts in this range for the crazy value that you were talking about. Okay, so Travis Hunter falls to us. Are you fine with that?
Yeah. No, I mean, this is, Hunter is falling now, and regardless, I think Hunter can pay off where his ADP was, but absolutely here. I just don't believe they drafted. I know CBK is different, but 90% corner, 20% receiver. Like, I think it's the opposite. And it's also about improving their investment on Trevor Lawrence. They paid him one of the highest contracts, and, they need to get that investment back. And the best way to do that is to add a top receiver. So I saw CBK in the chat, did the breakdown. And yes, Green Bean. The other thing with this is, it's $20 entry, so very similar to a BBM, but you still have a top prize at 6 figures, 100K. So
right. Yeah. So we talked about like the Timebox tournaments that you don't need to overstack playoff weeks. You can definitely try to look for some unique combos, 18th round scroll down clicks that could be really low owned, but really trying to advance, because then, as CBK says, it's 2 of 12, 1 of 6, 1 of 5. And I absolutely love these amazing advance rate contests. So that's like we talked about.
Maybe it's like a 300-person final, something like that.
No, this is much smaller. It's
it's the Poodle. I think
the Poodle's a 300-person. I want to say this is like 156, 150s or less than 200. So, and then still top prize 6 figures. So I absolutely love it. Let me catch up on the chat before we get back to our picks. Give me a minute here to just scroll down, and then it is 156. Chad Candle says, haha, Dirty P, trying some different stuff here. Thank you, Meg. Yeah, no, love soaking up all the Ravens touchdowns. Disbanded, I'll be here always. Lumsky says, I think Fields and Wilson have the best connection that Wilson's ever had. I do agree with that. I do want some of that. And I think I just took them in a slow Poodle. Chad Candles, I'm drafting way past my bedtime here. He is the morning drafter. Again, check him out in the mornings. Dirty P said, I've been lobbying Chad Candles to game stack BTJ and JT. I think he hates the idea. I do like the Ravens. Mega, though. We talked about this tournament structure, and then we got good to see Best Ball on call, and then we'll go back to chat in a minute. We are about to be on the clock for our 6th round pick, 0131, top of the board ADP. Burrow, which does correlate with whatchamacallit, Marv, but Addison,
Addison.
Caleb,
like
or pull
Addison.
Caleb Johnson if you want a second.
No, I like Addison here. I think we'll get a running back on the running back.
Sounds
and
good.
To Lumpsky's point, like, it's not a question that I think Wilson's good. I think he's going to have a good year. It's just he doesn't have, because of the offense, the passing attempts and the touchdowns, it's going to be hard for him just to pay off ADP, much less be above ADP. Like a lot of these other receivers, like Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, who goes later, Terry McLaurin's obviously part of a good offense. Even JSN, like JSN's probably going to have 40 more targets than Garrett Wilson. So it's not necessarily an anti-Garrett Wilson. It's just, it's so hard to pay off ADP when it might be tough to get more, 110, 120 targets.
Okay, let me just, I think I caught up with most of chat. We appreciate you, by the way. If you haven't hit the like button or subscribe to Fanspeak Network, be sure to do both. But we appreciate you guys all in here and drafting with us, hitting that like button. Jason Calhoun said, I'll give you Hunter. Thank you. I love it. I was very happy about that. Disbanded is a late night drafter. I am too, Midnight Rider. If you're drafting with me, I'll never take Hunter from you. Fair enough. I like it. It's, again, all good to have all different opinions. That's the beauty of Best Ball. We'll be up in 2. Steve, kind of looking for another running back here. I queued up Caleb Johnson, DeAndre Swift, interest in either. There is, Diggs there, who we took in the last draft. Thoughts? Tony Pollard a little later.
I think going to running back.
I almost like Pollard better than Swift. Let me see on my rankings. What do you want to do?
I mean, they're about the same. They're about the same to me. So
5 seconds. Make it.
Take Swift.
Why?
I just think.
I thought you loved Pollard. That's why I was surprised.
I do, but you have 3 times the amount of Pollard. And
this is a $20 tournament. This is a get your guys.
No, I fully get that. But I do think Swift. I think the Bears' offense will be better than the Titans' offense.
Yes, that is fair. Okay, Lumpsky took Joe Burrow. I did a Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts this week. I'm guessing because he has Trey McBride. I threw it out there for the Week 17 stack. You get Joe Burrow. What if, because Sue said, because he obviously has Jamar Chase, explain yourself. So I think, first of all, I take Joe Burrow sometimes, falling value, and then back second. What if, just throwing it out there, what if one of the receivers is injured and Gesicki has a 2-touchdown game like Zach Ertz did Week 17, right?
Yeah.
He had Trey McBride. We had Marvin Harrison. I think especially in those, it's a fun consideration because it's a bring back to one of your top round picks. But yeah, there it is. I have McBride. Exactly. But that's hysterical that he said, explain yourself. I hated all the other picks. And sometimes it's that too.
Well,
and sometimes it's that too.
Like, Burrow he projects so much better. Like, Burrow's 3 healthy seasons. He finished quarterback 10, 3, and 4, in points per game. Like, if he's healthy, and this year we also have nobody holding out, him not even just healthy, but not having an off-season injury. Burrow can easily finish top 5 again. So
appreciate that. I love Bindle's Hola Amigos. This is hysterical. Eddie's wife called and he said, I told her I'm busy watching a Best Ball live stream and she was interrupting. That's hysterical. Oh my. Always good to see. Bindle's love Seuss Media. Explain it, please. Sometimes it is that too. It's I didn't love the other picks. I'm going to go with the quarterback I love and I can backstack them. So, do you think, in addition to getting, if you want Isovis, if you want, it's Yoshivas, right? I say it wrong all the time. I say it wrong literally all the time. Yoshivas, Gesicki, Do you think your guy, your favorite sleeper, Taj Brooks, is a fun backstack? Does he have more of a pass catching role?
I mean, he definitely caught passes, but so Chase Brown, him and Chase Brown have similar skill sets. So that's also the other interesting thing with him. Not only could he be the number 2 back, but
okay, we're on the clock. So sorry to interrupt, but it goes so freaking fast, and I don't love this range. So I'm going by ADP. Quick.
Go down. That's terrible. Like Higgins or Cup, either one.
We have Cup. We have no time.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dad is gonna lose his mind. We have
3
week 8 buys. Dad, if you're watching, we are sorry. This is trash. We have 3 week 8 buys. He's gonna be appalled. We could go Kyler. I haven't taken a ton of Kyler. I do. I'm sorry, but I do have him. It's just not showing with slows and in other contests like Superflex and that kind of stuff. But
if Kyler said to come back, I think we take him.
Trying to see. Our guy's got it. I do think in the higher dollar time box contests, when I say higher dollar, anything over like 20, I am a go get your guys girl. This honestly isn't my favorite because Swift isn't my favorite. Kyler isn't my favorite. I know that sounds crazy, but he's not. Plus, we also have a lot of stack options. So do we want to consider, we have Dak, we have Lawrence, we have JJ, we have Darnold, we have Purdy. So I didn't mean to say we have before all those, but do we want to go get our guys and just take ETN, Scattaboo, Najee, something like that? I'm just...
Take Scattaboo for the bit.
Yay, now I'm happy. Again, I did this. Why can I not click? I did this. Okay. Why is it not letting me?
Underdog is saying you cannot take any more.
You fit your max at Kev Scattaboo. We totally botched the buys. At least we have the running back buys, 11, 5, and 14 if Jason doesn't take Scattaboo. All right. There we go. Now I'm happy again. No, I do think I really do strongly feel in these $20. Is this a 5 max or 10 max? I can't remember.
10 max.
Yeah. But whether it's 3, 5, 10 single entry, I do think in the higher dollar ones, these great advance rates, for me, it's a go get your guys. I diversify more in honestly, the poodles and under. That's just how I handle it. Maybe that's wrong. Let me catch up with chat. Let's see. Burrow is just so much fun to watch. It should be another year of bad defense and high point scoring. So absolutely. Absolutely. Shootouts left and right. I just sniped Burrow from Chase Higgins drafter and another Pitbull, stacked him with a weak Yoshavas Gasecki wasn't sorry. The 3-hole had to take an unstacked Burrow after adding Hurts. Tough times for 1 and 2. That's Lumsky said he had the McBride and looking for the back stack. Let's see. I don't know why I took Baker. Hurt people. That's great. Okay, one thing I will say about Garrett and Fields is that DJ Moore. Yeah, Steve and I have had this debate too.
Yeah. That's fair. That's just like the 99th percent outcome, and it just hit that year. And can it hit sometime? Look at Malik Neighbors should not have had the year he had with the terrible quarterback play that he had. Sometimes it happens. It's just now they threw the ball a lot more than I expect the Jets will, but it's just that kind of thing you have to look at. I want some Garrett Wilson. I just wish he went at the back end of the 3rd round.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Garrett Wilson some, and I'm going to take some Garrett Wilson Fields. I'm like you. I probably won't be like a big overweight stance, but I'm definitely going to have it have some for sure. So 0, 3, 5, 1 available stacks. I will just queue them all up to keep an eye. So Purdy's gone. Murray's gone. Murray did go actually kind of late. So
Chad got him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chad. Yeah. No, that's really good value. Okay. So Purdy went early to Seuss, which makes sense because he had a Pearsall stack. So a lot of the quarterbacks just went in these last 2 rounds, but Dak, Lawrence, as far as other stacks, is JJ still there? Or is he gone too? Oh no, he's still there. So those are stacks available to us. Do you want to go Dak here?
Do Dak, but you accidentally queued Love over JJ.
Crushing it. I sure did. There we go. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 1 up in 8 picks. And don't know how you feel if you wanted to like get Lawrence early, if you wanted to take another pick here. Top of the board on ADP. Is Charbonnet, Jonnu, Goff, Javonte, Ramondre. I'm kind of around on wanting a little bit more Ramondre. Tyler Warren, if you wanted to like be done at tight end, I don't mind that. Thoughts? What you like?
I wouldn't mind taking JJ if he comes back.
Taking McCarthy?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know what's going on with the switching, but I have much less McCarthy than I do. I have a ton of Lawrence because I've taken a ton of BTJ and Hunter. So I would rather do that too, actually.
Yeah.
Let's do that. If it comes back. If not, then we'll pivot. I think a Dak stack and a JJ stack to start with 3 running backs I really like is fun. Okay. So we go JJ, Dak stacks and that go around. I like that. We're through 11 picks here. Remember, we want to do a fun scroll down in this one. So keep that in mind. And then we will catch up with everybody's draft after because we have a full fun room and I love to hear it. Or I love to see it. Let me catch up with chat really quick. Okay, yeah, we talked about definitely taking some Garrett and Fields. Disvan said, wish you all would do a 3rd draft. I don't know that we'll do a 3rd draft just because I want to be able to recap all our teams. And we're going to tape a marathon strategy after this. It'll be up tomorrow, so look for that. But there will be plenty where we do. And Steve is now doing Talking Ball with Steve O'Speak 2 to 4 times a week. He did 2 earlier in the week. Yeah, I think you did 3 on both, right, Steve?
Yeah. Yep.
And you'll be on Friday night. Friday night at 8, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, what did chat say? My earbuds died and everyone is asleep. Nightmare scenario is unfolding here. Oh my God. Absolutely. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Absolutely hysterical. Mike Clay has Garrett projected 140 targets, 9 receptions, 1150 and 5 seems fair, 190 points ish. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair on targets and everything, and that makes sense. And that's why I do want some. I may not be overweight because I like other guys a little more in that range, but I do want some. Sue's comment, low key hilarious. The hurt people. That was good. Yeah, Garrett Wilson is a magician. Obviously, I was really high on him last year. It did not work out, but he is going to be the main target this year for sure. Eddie says, I'm addicted to BBM streams. I like hearing different takes. That is what's so great about so many streams out here, or so many best ball streams. It is so good to hear different takes for sure. Beyond addicted, Disbanded says, like crack. Did you all do any pre-draft best ball? I have a stack with Eagles, Bucks, and I have like 11 or 12 on a week 9 bye. Yeah, we did a ton of pre-draft, did a lot of big boards, a few bigger boards here. I haven't actually, I need to go through it using Best Ball Overlay. Again, code Fanspeak. I need to go through it for sure. Some of us are wild. Yeah, I heard who he's talking about his numbers, love his volume numbers. I know you love his volume numbers, Steve. Okay, so we are back on the clock, 2, 3, 5, 1. Any running backs you like here? 9 seconds, just pick somebody. Just do it. Yeah, this blows. I say this blows because I just love 20-second clocks to get through a draft fund. But when I don't get over to plan it quickly, then I just screw myself. That's how we ended up with Cup and Rashad White. Maybe that'll be what helps us win this, Steve. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's think positively. We did take 3 week 8 buys, which I'm sure our dad is going nuts. Papa Shop not happy with that. So let's pull it together here for this next pick, Steve. 2, 4, 5, 1. where do you want to go here? We could do a second tight end and be done. We could do receiver, but this is kind of the gross receiver range. I don't mind like a Dubs or something, but what are your thoughts? I'm just queuing early.
Yeah, Dubs or Palmer would be the only ones. I mean, running back, we can pull up like Algier, and we could pull up Eckler if he hasn't gone. That would be a bring back for Dak.
Let's see, if we wanted to just go 2 tight ends, we could also do a tight end here and be done.
Yeah, Ferguson's still there.
Oh, Ferguson, yeah, and we didn't get the double stack. I kind of say that and be done.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Okay, I don't know why this situation isn't working where you can move it up. So if Ferguson goes, let's just go back to those guys.
Yeah.
But then that would double stack Dak, which I like a lot, and be done at tight end. Kittle, yeah, no bye week issue. Kittle, Ferguson, done at tight end. Okay, so 2-4-5-2 balanced. I like it. There was a couple had to be snap quick picks that I didn't love, but overall I like it. All right, let me catch up with chat. Yeah, no, Who Haynes was going over some of our numbers, some of his volume numbers. Yeah, I like it a lot. Okay. Disbanded says, I have to make dinner. So the hungry humans, thank you. Oh, appreciate you, Disbanded. Thank you. Leggett, love this guy. Okay, he must have just gotten Leggett. Many people are saying Who Hames is the wildest of all. Many are saying that Who Hames is the wild. Gotta love Who Hames. They don't say that to my face. What's up, Ant? Good to see you in here. Who Hames, you are wild as shit. Tight end was my choice. Okay, so. Okay, I saw what you just, Steve wrote me a private chat. How many likes do we have, Steve?
I think we have 46.
Ooh, that is a lot. Do you want to go? I'm leaving this up to Steve. Steve writes me a private chat that I'm going to make not private. I'm going to read it. Did you want to do a third draft and tape marathon tomorrow after Friends of Best Ball? Friends of Best Ball tomorrow, Tom Strachan. I got to set that up either tonight or early tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, Tom Strachan, Friends of Best Ball here. Yes, we could do that. Is that what you want to do? I feel like that's what you want to do.
No, I think so. I think this has been a fun stream, fun chat, and we had multiple people say they wanted to. So let's go for it.
Look at Steve giving the people what he wants. Ryan says, yes, let's do that. If Ryan wants to join, we'd have to run a poodle because Ryan just
Max the pit bull.
Did
this is a pit bull right now, Ant.
Yes, this is Ant. This is a pit bull. Ryan just got in his final pit bull, so maybe we do poodles. We'll take another poll, but yes, we will do a third. Steve is a man of the people, and again, check out
on Twitter, add a couple likes, get us over 50.
There we go. There we go.
Let's keep this train rolling.
There we go. Okay, Ant Max the poodle. So some of Max the poodle, some Max the pit bull. James has not run a poodle yet. We'll do another quick poll. Whatever wins, we'll go with we'll put it to a vote. Oops, and we're on the clock again. Oh my god. Okay, this is ranked, but
this is snap ball.
Steve, okay, it is around his ADP. I was like, is it going to be around his ADP? We need to balance out the week 8 buys.
We don't have any 14s. We need.
Okay. This is where you need them. Did you see Carolina did a Adam Thielen Appreciation Day on Twitter?
Yeah. Yep. They're
smart. I almost tagged you. I think I was like busy doing another work assignment. So I was like, I didn't want to get distracted. So I didn't, but I thought of you because I was like, did Steve see this? You clearly did.
Yeah, no. And I mean, to me, as long as he's going in this area, I'm going to be taking him. It's just, I don't know how many receivers below him legitimately have a chance to outscore him. And honestly, most of the receivers going right above him, I think he outscores. So to me, it's just a very easy call. Obviously, I'm not going to be like 70%, but I'm going to have a good percentage of Adam Thielen.
All right, let's talk this through really quick. We're done at tight end. do we do 8 receiver? I think we tack on a third with Dak and McCarthy.
Yeah.
The question is who? Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, and Backstack.
I think Young's gone.
Oh, yeah, probably. Okay, yeah. So it's these 3 quarterbacks, and our current bye weeks are 10 and 6, so no issues there. We took Daniel Jones in the last one. If we do Aaron Rodgers,
we already have Cooper Kupp, so we could just take Sam Darnold.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to do Aaron Rodgers.
That's why we're doing a third draft.
Okay, fair enough. All right, you want to just take Sam Darnold here, there, and be done?
Yeah.
Like you said, we have Cooper Kupp already, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, coming up, we will do that. And then we'd be done at quarterback, done at tight end. And then, I don't know, I kind of go back and forth if this would be 6, 7 or 5, 8 as far as running back to receivers. What do you think, Steve?
I think it could go either way at this point. We do have 3 week 8 buys, so that week we're going to be thin.
We have 3 week 8 buys, but like after, we got 2. Wait, so we got JT, and then our next one was Swift, and then we got our guy Scatterbo, and then Rachaad White. So I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on that one.
Yeah, let's see what the board gives us the next time, and I think that kind of decides it.
I mean, I think if we wanted to go with like the scroll down running back, there's probably some more fun scroll down running back clicks that you mentioned at the top that could be fun. Let me catch up with chat. Huhames is in his last Poodle. He has a bit of puka, so like we talked about at the beginning, one of his stands is going overweight on certain players. I know Chad Candles talked about that before. Huhames talked about that. I like that for certain things. You're either going to have, one way or another, for that particular contest. I like it. Make it a big stand. I've been taking more Roman Wilson. I'm taking some Calvin Austin too. Steve is one of the co-presidents of the Adam Thielen fan club. Jason says Poodle will have to definitely take it to a vote there, but Jason says Poodle. Huhames is 24% Thielen.
Steve, get that number up.
Steve, do you think Horn can outproduce Coker? Quick answer.
I think that's an interesting camp battle. They're kind of competing for the 4th spot, and I think I think Leggette's job is
really. Let me interrupt. Thank you, Dirty P. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Good seeing him in chat. Horn has a chance, but I don't think either outproduce Thielen is my bet.
I mean, we don't know what bye week Keenan Allen would have, but did you want to do that since we talked about it from the start of the show?
Yeah, I think we're strong enough at receiver. We actually spent a good amount of capital at receiver, so I don't mind doing Keenan and probably being done there, and then taking.
Just hope he doesn't have a week 8 bye, basically.
Yeah, and even if he does, we'll be fine.
Okay, so at this point of the draft, who do you want to take top of the board? Chubb, Hill, Jarquez, Hunter, Lloyd, Sampson. There was, I think, some decent coach speak for Sampson. Where do you want to go there?
I mean, honestly, the guy. I'm still a big Justice Hill believer, but Rashard Smith, I'm a big fan of.
So he basically can be used as like that, like McKinnon role, right?
Yeah, he was a receiver for most of his college career.
Kind of like that. McKinnon was on my BBM 3 finals team. Let's go with it. Do we have any Tennessee, Denver? I was just looking at correlation tiebreakers and stuff too. Okay, Rashard Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say it is interesting. Justice Hill is falling. I know there's
been some good key. I know you pushed back on that, but there has been some good coach speak on.
Yeah, but I don't think there's been anything negative about Justice Hill.
No, but that just I don't know. I will say I want to get a little bit of, because what if Justice Hill gets injured? You know what I mean? Then Keon Mitchell is going to have that role. So I want to get a little bit. I don't want it to be, and I've started to sprinkle him
Yeah.
in a little bit. So I do want a little bit of that. I don't want it to be like 30% Hill and 0 Mitchell. Right now I'm at 12 Hill. Like I probably just want to be like a little overweight Hill and like have some Mitchell is the way I look at it. Let me go back to the chat really quick. You answered that question. Yes, this is a good point. Let me put it to this banner. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will do a 24-hour live stream if it is before the start of the NFL season. Hopefully it is. If you help us get there, as he mentioned, as Tim mentioned, we will do a 24-hour live stream with a lot of fun features. So we appreciate you mentioning that, Tim. Dirty P had to check out, but always great to see him. I've been taking a lot of Rogers, interesting, fun ways to stack them, Peanut Punch. And we decided to go to Sam Darnold on this one just because we had Cup. Okay, Ryan says Poodle. Cullen, hi guys. Good to see you, Cullen. Pitts, I'm super low in Pitts going against the masses. Hey, nothing wrong with zigging when other people zag, Scatterbros. I'm a scatter girl. You're a scatter bro. We have a lot. Trying to stay under 25% on everyone. That is smart. 27% Thielen for me. I will say that and were we back up? Okay, no, it was just another notification. The later a guy is, the more comfortable I'm going overweight. I know Scatterbo and May are, mid-round, but mid to late round, I'm okay. Oh, we got Dad in chat. I'm watching. I'm appalled. That's hysterical. Look at Steve's face when my dad talks about the bye week, which you are a bye week, bro. You consistently watch the bye weeks.
I think keeping track of bye weeks is important, but I don't think it.
Oh my God, I love this. Our dad just wrote, I'm watching, I'm appalled, the 3-week 8 buys. When will you learn? This lineup is toast. Steve, don't you think that's hysterical?
That's something.
I think it's hilarious. I think he's adorable. Okay, Ford, Mostert. Do you want to handcuff Swift?
Yeah, no, actually, I like that.
You called Rashad Smith and Monangai as the two. Yeah. That would mean, okay, so we did it. We got two kind of scroll down options, Monangai being the big scroll down option. Let me get back to chat. I mean, I absolutely love it. Do you love that our dad called us out, or that our dad is chatting?
I mean, I'm glad he's watching. But
don't you love that he's chatting?
Oh, yeah.
It's adorable. It's adorable. Way too much Thielen. I mean, neither does Keaton, James Young. I missed that one. Justin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. The missile. Got it. Neither does Keaton. Okay. 24 hours. Let's go. That's right. That's a lot of Thielen. How much did I have? I actually don't know. I probably do have a lot. What's up, Dad? That's Willie Pops in chat. He's also Willie Pops in the streets. And he says, your pop said you all donated.
Yep.
Tyler said, Dad roast. See, people like this. Steve's like, whatever, Dad. I think it's hysterical. Dad roast, Willie Pops. Does his B stand for boo? Dad just said we donated. We did what we. Oh, look at this. Best ball. Okay, I can't talk. The best ball family in the business. I think so.
Thank you very much.
Omega, it is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. James said the hashtag that approved, but not dad approved.
Yep.
That's so good. Can we get down? Yeah, if we make it to the 24-hour stream, if we get 1,000 subs, 24-hour stream, Dad's coming on. But I'm going to get Dad on before then. All right, time to
need a lot of bourbon.
Need a sip of water. 3673 for us, Steve. Dak, JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold, JT, DeAndre Swift. What do you laugh at? Cam Scotto, I can't see. Rashad White, Richard Smith, Kyle Monangai. There's our scroll down lower owned options. Liam, Marvin Harrison, Travis Hunter, Jordan Addison, Cooper Cup. I'm still laughing about Dad roasting us. Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen. 3-week 8 buys. Our dad says this team is donezo. George Kittle, Jake Ferguson. I love it. We got a lot of teams to get to, so let me go to them, focus on them. 366 Didn't get the last one pick for Seuss, but Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, Tua. That's a great QB room. Josh Jacobs, Zach Charbonnet, Trey Benson, Rico Dowd, Nick Chubb, Dylan Sampson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Deebo Samuel, Ricky Pearsall. I like that he stopped at 6, loading up on receivers there. John Smith, Colston Loveland. Not sure his last pick, but correlated.
He says a running back in chat.
Running back. Okay, nice. Like it, Seuss. Like it a lot. Let's go to Lemsky at the 3 spot, 2673. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Saquon, ETN, Ramondre, Tajay Spears, Javonte, Taj Brooks, who we've talked about a lot, Devontae Adams, Devonta Smith, stacked, Matthew Golden, Brandon Ayuk, Jalen Noel, Andre Yoshibas, nailed it. NWI, scroll down pick that I believe Thad talked about earlier, or somebody mentioned earlier, Trey McBride, Dallas Goedert, Mike Gesicki. So we've got the correlation and the double stack still with Burrow. Love it, Lumsky. Any quick thoughts on his team before?
No, I mean, I know he had backstacked Burrow, but I think that's fine. And also it's like there was I think, we had Harrison, he had McBride. So no, it makes sense. And it's going to be obviously a very strong quarterback room. So he's got a great chance to advance. I mean, when you have those two quarterbacks, he should have a top 5 score basically every week.
Philip says, I've been a viewer for a long time. First time in a live draft. That was a whole new level of stress. I was at the turn. Blue blood. Okay. Another one. Right. I love it. Wide receiver room is light. I liked his wide receiver room.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like you're forcing yourself to take a Yoshibas to stack and, that kind of thing. Like, I'm sure it wasn't his favorite, and kind of probably what I would have said is, like it's just tough taking Goddard and Gesicki to stack, needing 3 tight ends in that type of draft. I get it, but you're just going to need a tight end. And the way you look at it, and I talked about this in a stream draft, maybe it was Candyman last night, you're almost going to treat, like, I think as Bindle's talking about, you're treating Trey McBride almost as your flex. Like the other 2 are your tight end. Trey McBride's going to be your flex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of way to look at it.
No, I agree. Chad Candles, awesome draft and stream. Thanks for a fun Thursday. Thank you, Chad Candles, for joining us. And again, check out his morning streams for sure. Okay. That was Lumsky's team. Let's keep going here on River Rat 2682. Bo Nix, Matthew Stafford, Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Caleb Johnson. Love that. J.K. Dobbins, Tyler Algier, Jarquez Hunter. I like that running back room. Rasheed Rice, Cortland Sutton, little week 17 correlation there, stacked with Nix. Calvin Ridley, Chris Olave, Luther Burden, Kyle Williams, Wandell Robinson, Tutu Atwell. We took him as our score down the last one. Evan Ingram, Tyler Higbee. So 2682. Yeah, no, I like this. I mean, obviously he correlated, and then definitely some like week 17 bringbacks and stuff like that. I probably would have, I'm just not a Tyler Higbee girl. I probably would have preferred a second stronger tight end, but other than that, it correlates obviously with Stafford, him and Tutu. So yeah, like that. And they got Jarquez Hunter with Kyron Williams. So he's a very correlated team like that. What are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, no, very correlated team. I mean, Jason's teams are always really good like this. And,
he's a sharp guy for sure.
Like I do think the thin spot is tight end. Like if Higbee gets just dusted by Ferguson, then you're going to be really thin at tight end. But that's a position to be thin at,
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully Ingram is just in.
Yeah, hopefully Ingram's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. And again, very correlated. Love that. Okay, we went through our young Mula, 6 spot 2673, Caleb Williams, Cam Ward, Gibbs, Pacheco, Warren, Najee, Tank Bigsby, the Missile, Lad McConkey, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, double stack there, Chris Godwin, Christian Kirk, Leggett, who I know he liked that pick there, Kyle Pitts, he was the one saying zigging with another zag on that one, Kate Otten, and Chig stacked with Cam Ward. Oh, Steve, we got to do our Restrepo on the Timebox tournament. I love Restrepo. But no, I love the Caleb double stack. Obviously, then anchored by Gibbs in the running back room. Definitely a super strong receiver room. No, like that. What are your thoughts on this team?
Yeah, no, I mean, another strong team. This is gonna be a tough room, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, super all friends and family room. This is gonna be a super tough room to get
Yeah.
out of. A lot of sharp people in here. I mean, literally, it's almost all friends and family.
Mhm.
Absolutely love that. So Dusky at the 7th spot, 2682. Mahomes, Herbert. That is no, that's not the week 17. Sorry, but no, that is fun. Chase Brown, Chuba. Quinshon Junkins, Tony Pollard, Jaden Blue, Justice Hill, Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, stacked Keon Coleman, Marvin Mims, Cedric Tillman, Pop Douglas, Michael Wilson, Jalen Royals for a little late. That's a scroll down, low owned. And then Brock Bowers and Mason Taylor. No, like that, obviously correlated and stacked up. And yeah, like that. Obviously, with Brock Bowers, you can just do two. Any thoughts on Dusky's team?
No, and especially when you have Bowers, doing two, and I like he's got like 4 starting running backs plus he still threw 8 receivers at it. Malik Neighbors is going to be his top receiver most weeks, and then the rest, basically the other 7 guys can fill in for 2 spots because probably he's getting a lot of flex play out of his running back.
Yeah. Okay. A lot more teams to get to. Let's go through it fast. 3672 from P Punch Fields, Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, my guy at pick 200. Oh my goodness. Love it already. James Cook, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Isaac Rendo, Braylon Allen, DJ Giddens, Puka, AJ Brown, JSN, Zay Flowers, Mbuka, Trey Harris, Calvin Austin. So a scroll down click with Rodgers, Tucker Kraft, Hunter Henry. I think those 2 are fine together for a 2 tight end build. No, I like this. You got 3 kind of correlations there. I'm not sure if you stack Bryce Young, but actually a good amount of his production comes from the run, as we saw in that Ian Hartitz tweet. So I think this is a fun team. Again, we said strong room, going to be hard to get out of. What are your thoughts on Pete Punch's team?
Yeah, I mean, we might have stolen. He might have been hoping Thielen came back to him, and that was going to be a stack. But I get it. Like, he says he got boxed out quarterback. Yeah, you want to make sure. Like I've had that before, where you box out quarterback and you just take a guy. If you hope the stack comes back to you, great. If not, it's like you need quarterbacks to advance. Like,
absolutely. Lumsky, I like this
from quarterback position.
Yeah, absolutely. Lumsky said, I did get both triple stacked with the RBs. I do love stacking with the running back. I absolutely love stacking. So he got Saquon and Taj with Jalen and Burrow. I absolutely love adding a running back stack with the quarterbacks, and stacking at different positions. So absolutely love that. We're looking at CBK's team next. I don't know if I cooked, but it started feeling gross, but kind of came around. Box out quarterbacks. Yes, absolutely. Best Ball family, love family. Absolutely disbanded. We appreciate you. Okay, on to CBK's team 3582. Jane Daniels, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones. Love that quarterback room. Christian McCaffrey, Devon A-Chain, Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, Miles Sanders. Yeah, the strong running back room. So you can stop at 5. Terry, Jerry Jeudy, Jacoby Myers, Michael Pittman, Rashad Bateman, Quentin Johnson, Darius Slayton, DeAndre Hopkins, and then Travis Kelce and Tyler Warren. Yeah, I absolutely love that you did. I still like that you did the 3 quarterback stacks, and then you definitely can stop at 5 and 2, and then threw a little volume at the receiver position. So I like this team a lot. I think you cooked, and it definitely landed. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, I think it landed well. Again, all these teams are strong across the board.
That's the only bummer. Stream drafts are so fun, but the EV maybe it goes down, but that's okay. We're having fun. Chad Candle's team 2673. We talked about him soaking up those Ravens touchdowns with Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey, James Conner. So same with Lumsky, stacked the quarterback and running backs with both of them. Love that. Absolutely love that. Tootin, Rashawn Johnson, Devin Neal. We took the other 2 Bears running backs, but I love taking Rashawn too. Devin Neal, Nico Collins, Tet, Stephon Diggs, Josh Downs, Hollywood Brown, Josh Palmer, Romeo Doubs, and Mark Andrews, Zach Ertz, Jawan Johnson. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, I think I like that he stacked running back, quarterback, didn't force with 2 rushing quarterbacks. Like, he got Mark Andrews. So yeah, I actually don't feel like you have to force it. You're just saying, I'm getting all the Cardinals touchdowns. I'm getting all the Ravens touchdowns. And he did get the Mark Andrews stack. So no, I like this a lot. Again, everybody in this room is sharp. Chad Candles is sharp. So thoughts on his team, Steve?
Yeah, no, same. And then we have the guy 12 spot, right?
Yeah, 12 spot. Yeah. So 2682, Josh Allen, Drake May. This is similar to our draft from the 12 spot, or we were 10 spot last time. Got a similar stacks in Genty, Kamara, Tyron Tracy, Ray Davis, Will Shipley, Blake Corum, Amon-Ra, Mike Evans, Juwan Jennings, Khalil Shakir stacked, Jack Besh, Pat Bryant, Jalen McMillan, and Dante Thornton, TJ Hawkinson, Dalton Kincaid. So, stacked up Josh Allen. Drake May, I don't think is stacked, but again, with these rushing quarterbacks, you don't need to force it, especially in the Patriots situation where their receiver room outside of Diggs, you don't know. So, absolutely. All right. Anything else before we decide? Jason says this room was wee bit tougher than the badgeless 2 a.m. drunken rooms. I'd say just a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah.
No, this was, we were with all sharp drafters. We're with all you guys, super sharp, super fun. We're going to draft another one in a minute. But yeah, it was a super sharp room for sure. Lumsky says these
good
rooms
point by Lumsky.
Yeah, these rooms are harder, but the teams that advance from these pods are going to be exceptional and probably slightly better than the average team in playoffs. And Jason Calhoun points out a very, very excellent point. That is a really, really good point. Was really wanting Henry to fall back to me. Chad Candles got that one. All right.
No, he meant Hunter Henry for May.
Oh, right. That's right. I just immediately thought good old big dog. Okay. Do you want to just do a poodle, Steve?
Let's do a poodle. Yeah.
See, people want to see Dad here.
He definitely won't be doing 20-second clocks. He's not good at that.
All right, Dad, if you're watching, we got to get you the 20-second clock to prove Steve wrong that you can do it. You can do it. Dad and I will draft a team together versus you. How about that?
That would be interesting.
What, do you think you can beat Dad and I?
Yes.
Well, we think we can beat you. So how about that?
Yeah, no, it's always fun. And it's all joking. Like I really love our dad and, we have a great time talking football, drafting. We got him into daily fantasy and now best ball fantasy. So yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's really great that we all have the same interests and passions.
Yes, we are a football family for sure. And our mom drafts some too. We have to force her a little more than Dad, but our mom drafts some too. She was in the Superflex Pomeranian finals, and our dad was in the Hound Dog finals last year. Family Jeopardy Showdown. That would be fun. Steve would win. There wouldn't be no contest. Let me just say, I will go ahead and speak on that. There would be no contest. I think I saw more poodles than pit bulls. Do you want to just do a poodle?
Let's do a poodle.
Okay.
That contest is going to close quicker.
One more draft. We're going to do a 20-second poodle because it's going to close quicker. There is a chance we could do a pit bull still next Thursday. So we're going to do a 20-second poodle. We will tape a marathon stream strategy show tomorrow. It'll be up on the channel then tomorrow night. After my friends at Best Ball, Tom Strachan, 4 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. Okay, so 20-second poodle. If you want to enter 20-second poodle, I'm entering in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. 3 more to start. So hopefully we can get some in here. It was a full family and friends room there last draft, but hopefully draft is starting soon. We can get some of you in this one. So now I need to look for without the time. There it is. Okay. Starting.
And I just wanted to thank chat. We're up to 57 likes. So thank you guys.
Oh, thank you guys so much. We sincerely appreciate all of you for joining us on the show, hitting the like button, join us in chat, join us in the drafts. You guys are awesome. Help us get to 1,000. We will have quite the entertaining 1,000 24-hour live stream. Love the family competition. Ryan says, let's go. All right. 4 seconds till we start. Did we get anybody in there? I recognize the century, but okay. Lumsky. Okay, we're at 5. Lumsky at 6. Young Mula at 7. CKB at 11, and Jason Calhoun, Huron River Rat at 12. Am I pronouncing that right? I always feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Huron River Rat, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if did Ryan? Did you get in?
Wasn't the Poodle the one he had maxed? Or no, Pitbull.
No.
Okay, yeah, Ryan. What was Ryan's name?
What's your name?
Oh, I think his was the he was Delusky.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure he was Delusky. CBK says couple Ann Arbor boys at the turn. Okay, wait, let's go. We were on the clock. It's this one. We can't mess it up. We went Liam last time, but did you just want to do Liam and do something different, or do you want to go Gibbs? Quick.
Let's go Gibbs.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. A lot of overflow draft. Mega King said Snapfield.
Oh, wow. That's okay. Tell us how the overflow draft is going.
Yeah.
So let me catch up here. Okay, so Eddie missed it. Sorry, Eddie, but we appreciate you jumping in chat with us so much. We truly do appreciate it. Yes, I'm saying it correctly. Okay, and I had it right. Dusky 11 is Ryan,
Dusky, and then Lumsky is D Lumps or D.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Lumsky's in with us, but Dusky, maybe he's in the overflow draft. Okay, yeah, Philip got an overflow. Don't most of them say Lumsky? How do I say it? I know I've heard BBG say Lumsky. Okay, so yes, it is definitely not Lumsky. Okay, so Deludo.
He thought when you're saying Dusky, he thought you were calling him out.
It's just Lumsky forever now.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, sorry about that. We were getting the two mixed up with Dusky. But doesn't BBG call him Lumsky?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, tell Deludo. I want to get this correct. Deludo.
What is the phonetical sound of your name?
Yes, give us the phonetical sound so I can get this right, because I was just copying what other people said. You said Lumsky earlier.
I know.
Exactly. Well, we want to get this right. Okay, so yes, Lumsky. If it's that, we want to make sure we're pronouncing it right. So if it's Lumsky, I thought that's what I heard BBG say. We'll go with that. JT, we did go to that last time. Bucky, you want to do a pull up? T. Higgins.
Go Higgins. Go Higgins.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a fun pull up with.
I like that, and also it's like if the chase doesn't take Burrow, then when it comes back, you're taking him at a kind of a right where he should be going, and yeah.
Okay, so I had this right. I want to get pronunciations right. I get all the players wrong, but I want to get our chat's pronunciations right. So yes, Lumsky is what BBG calls him, but it's Lou Tomsky. There we go. It's Lou Tomsky. I'm going to get this right from now. Lou Tomsky. I can do it. Our last name is usually pronounced Shoop. It is Shoup. It's like shout with a P. So I want to get this right. Lou Tomsky. I got it. Either's fine. Okay. So we will be back up at 29, Steve. Using ADP, we did take Marv last time, Garrett Wilson, Chase Brown. If you wanted to do like extra Cincinnati correlation to potentially set up a Burrow stack would be fun. Adams, I know I like a lot. I know we both like a lot. Terry, where are you at?
Adams or Brown for me.
All right. Okay. Our decision's made for us. Yeah, I was just going to lean into the Cincy correlation, but I love Devontae Adams, so that is perfectly fine. All right. PPG, just can't pronounce it. I butcher names, so I can't judge. I butcher all names. I'm going to make a new username, make it super difficult to pronounce. I do not do well. Oh my God. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think. Actually, let me refresh and see, because these are players I do have more exposure to, so I can see combinations. Using Best Ball Overlay code Fanspeak, 25% off. It helps us show our exposures, our combinations, obviously team correlations, and then playoff correlations. But so, for instance, Jahmyr Gibbs, I have the right screen up, right? Okay. Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs, it's showing 5 teams. Again, I have a lot of slows going, a lot of different types of contests like super flex, marathon, sprint. It's not capturing all those. But in classic contests, I have 5 Gibbs teams. So I do have 60% Devontae. So that's what I mean. You can get into the same kind of things here. Yeah. So 60% Lawrence, because I'm guessing I have, a lot of 40% Travis Hunter. So, yeah, I mean, it's only 5 teams. It's early. But as you get more through draft season, you do want to pay attention to these combinations, because you don't want to find yourself that you have 80%, early combination.
No Higgins, right?
What's that?
Higgins.
Yeah. I was just looking. Right. Right. I did not have Higgins. So that was good. Yeah. Now you can look at Higgins. Okay. Well, we know my obsession with Travis Hunter. Now it's only $32. It also says the fee, which is cool. $32 worth of Travis Hunter with Higgins, next to Stephon Diggs. So yeah, you can check the other, shocker, Scadabo's high correlation. You can check the different combinations, like Drake May is on 75% of the Higgins teams. Again, I have a lot of Drake May, I have a lot of Scadabo, so that's not shocking. Yeah. Again, this is only 4 Higgins completed teams. Okay, we're back up at 44. So we're not going to take Travis Hunter in this one, because I take it all the time. How about you let me take DK Metcalf this time? So
no, let's take either Devonta Smith. Let's take Devonta Smith.
Why? I don't like Devonta Smith.
Take Devonta Smith.
Oh shit, the thing didn't work. It didn't work. You see, it hasn't worked this whole time, right? This wasn't me being passive aggressive.
Oh boy.
I wasn't being passive aggressive. Okay.
Boy.
As the wide receiver 2 on a not as high passing volume offense, I would feel more comfortable with Devonta Smith a little lower. I like Jameson Williams, and Worthy, even though they, are second wide receivers. I like a lot of these other receivers more than him. I know that other people will disagree with me. I swear I wasn't trying to be passive aggressive. You've seen that whole move the player hasn't been working. And I want Aaron Rodgers.
I appreciate the chat being with me, but
sabotage. Okay, but CBK is with me. DK over Devontae. That's kind of shady shit. My sister would pull too.
As for CBK's other comment, the Schnauzers last year were much smaller tournaments. So yeah, there were 7 or I think there maybe were 8 of them, but they were much smaller. They were not this, Do
you want to take Falling Hurts, even though we didn't get?
Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to set up. 1000%.
Okay, or Ridley or Kenneth Walker are the ones
I
like.
Take Hurts.
Okay, well, we can stack. We don't have to have Devonta Smith, and I need more Hurts. So
no, I know. Hurts, I don't care to stack. I don't care if you stack him or not. I think he's just such a great value. All 4 of those quarterbacks just have the upside to be QB1.
All right, let me catch up on chat. Sorry. Let me see.
Chat's killing it. I love
it. What does his guarantee?
No, it was. Yeah, I think he's talking the guaranteed money is all in year 1, but that's just the way the Bengals kind of do deals. Higgins, it's a long-term deal. I can't remember the exact terms right now.
Oh, he called it Julemski. Just stuck. That's funny. Okay. Yes. Sabotage. That was accidental sabotage. I swear. Wow. So weird. Only picks players I want. It must be broken. That's great. I wasn't giving you the finger. I am happy it didn't work. I really wanted DK Metcalf there. You better not piss Steve off. Such a good sport. I swear it wasn't working, CVK. I swear. But you agree with me, DK. You agree with me, DK over Devonta. So.
Well, Boogie's not on either.
Oh, okay. Who? Let's see. Who was still available there? So, DK Devonta. Would you have taken George Pickens, Cortland Sutton? I mean, I had a bunch of Travis Hunter. Who would you have taken over, or different position? We ended up getting Hurts. Let us know. Al Boogie, top finisher in the BBM. Always good to see you in here. Eddie says, I'm over here donating to the pool on Mob Best Ball. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing or who I'm picking. Are you in the overflow draft? Or, yeah, you guys got to keep us posted how the overflow draft is going. I assume that's they said they had a pretty full room in the overflow draft, right?
I think so. Oh, MLB on MLB Best Ball. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh shoot, we're up again. Man, I keep doing this tonight. Okay, we could. Or do you want to do like Dave Montgomery or Caleb?
Do Caleb.
This early? It's not
Monty.
Oh
no, we have Gibbs. This is terrible.
This is rough. Actually, I don't hate.
We actually should have gone Burrow and just dominated quarterback like.
I need to look at the phonetic. Yes, Lutomsky did. Yes, Lutomsky did that. We should have just done that.
It's okay, Al. Neither do we. This draft.
I just popped in. I had no idea what's going on. Yeah, we don't know either. All right, DK over Hunter. Sorry, and also NFL overflow. Okay, so you're doing both MLB and NFL overflow. In a vacuum, CBK likes Devonta over DK2, but one is clear alpha one, and the other has AJ Brown and hates throwing.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair. I was doing it because I thought we had a real chance to get Hurts back, and he did come back. So,
how often do you do this? Like just both and say, I'm just going to do, because they can still hit in the same week, as we know.
Yeah. So this is the one team that I would do it,
because we have
in week 15, when Monty got hurt, before Monty got hurt, they were RB4 and RB10.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to quick cue guys. I like Pollard. We didn't take last time. Pearsall is another one I like a lot.
Let's do Pollard.
Okay, so we start 1, 3, 3. I'll just say that I am not going to do it a lot, but I'm not opposed to, I'm not going to never do it, because I do think we saw them hit in the same week, and then if one goes down for even just like a stretch, we see what happens. You know, so
no, and I think especially if he fell back to us, that makes sense. Like I'm glad we got Caleb over him. To start, but if he fell back, if you're getting a value, I get it.
Got different on this bill. 033. That's where we're at. No, we have 1330. Eddie said, excuse me. Al Boogie says, Omega, I'd rather Hunter over all of them. I have Hunter over all of them ranked. I had Hunter when we looked at Best Ball overlay and the exposures. I had Hunter with the Gibbs and Higgins a ton. So yeah, we were trying, trying to mix it up basically. CMC Jacobs, Chuba, McLaren. Okay. This is the 3-3 you started with, like that. CBK entered 2024, entered 7 mini Schnauzers, 0 Schnauzers. Okay. That's right. They were talking about the, Steve, Pollard and Devontae. Yeah.
Well, smart minds,
The great minds think alike. That's right.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. So we'll be back up. So what's that? Let's jump ahead this time. Let's not wait till we're on the clock, on the 20-second clock. So stacks, obviously you still could stack Gibbs with Goff. We already have Hurts. We could look for Goddard later. Stafford and Rodgers have the same. Oh no, so they don't. Stafford, Rodgers are later ones. If we wanted to go 2 later, that's an option. We do have 2 Pittsburgh, so this could be my Rodgers play here. But yeah, especially Hurts, who has been injured, famously injured in multiple playoffs and finals. Wouldn't mind going 2. So if you wanted to wait and go like Stafford or Rodgers,
I think we kind of take 2 guys late if it's those 2 or if it's something else.
Okay, we took Cup last time. If Pittman's there, you want to take Pittman. I kind of like that. Different buy too. Dad would be happy. Dad, if you're still watching in the 3rd draft, it's not getting 3 receivers on the same buy. 10, 8, 5, and this would be 11 if we get Pittman. Okay, do you want to get Pittman?
Now, our first 3 receivers and our first 3 running backs, all of one of each of the same buy. 8, 5, 10.
Yeah, okay, so, but that's not like 3 in the same position group, which is what.
No, for sure. I'm just saying it is interesting that it worked out that way.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like there were some snipes on the back end.
Okay, I'll let you have Mooney. You take both. Excited for y'all's 24 hours stream. Let you know in advance. So he can send his wife to his mother-in-law's for the night. That's hysterical. I love it. We will let you know in plenty of time. We just have to get there. And as soon as we will schedule it. Hopefully we can get there sometime in August to schedule that. Dad approved on this one. On this one, not overlapping buys. Are you talking back to Dad? Just Fanta says, I want to see your pops do a draft with y'all. I'm working on it. Oh
boy. No, it would be fun.
It's going to be fun. No, we're going to get him on here. There will be major bye week watching. All right. Yes, no, we were working on it. I'm glad I'm not a bye week bro, a lot less stressful. All right. So we will be back up at 101 here. So man, he's just sitting there, but did you want to like mix up and do ETN? What do you want? Do you want to do 4th receiver with Cup falling or Trey Harris? I know you like Trey Harris.
Let's do Trey Harris.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. I cannot move. So I'm glad that you said Trey Harris because I cannot move the guys. Like, what is going on? What's going on, Underdog? All right. So, yeah, are you kind of comfortable starting with Hurts doing like 2 later tight ends?
2 later quarterbacks, you mean?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I think so. Like, I do like having 3 quarterbacks with Hurts because Hurts famously has missed some time kind of every week, but or every year.
Every playoff, yeah.
But and it just so happens in the playoffs, but just the fact that he's missed time every year is telling in and of itself. But I think you can wait because Hurts is one of the more consistent scorers. He's such a high floor with the tush push, just 1 rushing touchdown and even below average passing, and he's going to be viable.
Yeah. Is that Underdog? Albogi says CBK, can I get some bonus bucks? Dad, look away. Ben Haskell says bye weeks are for nerds. Cooler says Big Harris, Trey Harris fan. I know you are too. You were in the whole pre-draft process. Smooth pass wide receiver too. I have to agree with that. Tim says, I have no idea about the rookies, so the rankings you guys have helped a lot. Thank you, Tim. Tim, obviously, sub to the Best Ball Substack. We appreciate you. Hampton Harris in the overflow. Okay, nice.
Stack,
yeah, that is a fun Charger stack. Absolutely. All right. So we are back up at, let's try to plan this out again. So we'll be back up at 116, 125. Let me just make sure that we don't have any other. So we now have like 3 late quarterbacks that we could potentially stack with Hurts. Though you could do, is Herbert still there? You could do Herbert. I'll throw that out there. If you want to go one early, one mid, one late, you could do that too.
We'll do them with this pick, but
right.
Comes back to us.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm just on Storm because, okay. So on ADP, Ingram, Rashid, Shaheed, Dak, Jonnu, Ramondre, Kyle Williams, who is starting to fall, Tyler Warren.
Do Shaheed.
Okay. You don't like Tyler Warren there? I kind of like Tyler Warren there. I guess that's early.
Yeah, it's a little early, and I think Shaheed, doesn't get talked about, but all these receivers coming back from injury, Shaheed's like the one. Diggs is kind of also, but out there fully running routes. I mean, looking super fast, and I think he's just such a big spike week guy and fits our build. And we're probably only going to go 7 receivers with what we've invested so far.
Sure, and we did go with the bye weeks, so 2 week 11s, but we're doing really good with that. So 1, 3, 6. I queued up my favorites, but I don't want to be, just try to get my way this time. What do you like here in 5 picks? Let's talk it through. Let's be organized this time instead of having like 10 seconds when it's time to decide.
Yeah.
So I queued up Herbert if you wanted to stack like, again, early, mid, and then throw on like Rodgers late. I queued Warren. We have Pittman that gives another late option. He goes Ramondre. I'm kind of coming around on the Ramondre idea especially as the 4th running back. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm fine with either Ramondre or Herbert here.
I will let you decide.
Let's see what, it gets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, its name was Z Riggins. Okay. Herbert falls. There's nobody else I really love.
Yeah,
kind of
let's just do
what
Herbert.
Tomsky said earlier. Sometimes it's like a product of like, I'm willing to do this stack because I also don't love the other spots on the board. So 2, 3, 6. Usually you and I are the type, again, building for the flex. I mean, we still got a 3rd running back or decently early, but usually you and I by like the 12th round like to have like 4 running backs, but I think we're still in a decent spot.
Yeah, no, I mean, had Ramondre been there, I would have pointed to him, but I'm fine. We have 3 starting running backs, so I think we're in a good spot.
Oh, CBK, Jason, I went to rival high schools. That's why I did me dirty on the turn. Huron River Rat. That's great. Okay, couldn't decide between Mooney and Ibuka. Okay, entirely my fault. The tight end might fall as well. Yeah, I think he's talking about Warren. That one didn't fall, but that's okay. Plenty of other options. Boogie, Jason, and Hartman. King is sniping. LOL. Okay, Hartman, so Tim, I believe, is a Pats fan. I'm obviously obsessed with Drake May, but I think that he likes both the rookie Henderson and Ramondre. I'm coming around that I want a little more of both, quite honestly.
Yeah, I think the thing, like, as good as Henderson is, and Henderson is in the Jahmyr Gibbs role, it's just, and Gibbs is at the epitome of that role, and Henderson maybe could be as well, but probably not on the Patriots. But we see Monty is fine, and also historically McDaniels, particularly his time with the Patriots, utilized two or 3 running backs quite a lot. So, very few times did any end up as like top 5, top 10 guys, but he had plenty like 2 top 25 or 2 top 30 type backs, like finishing 18th and 27th or something like that.
Philip in the other draft said May just went about 15 picks past ADP. I can definitely tell Meg was not in this draft. Yeah, you went earlier in this room. I will not let him fall too far. That is for sure. If Ray Davis falls here at 140, I'd like that. Any other thoughts on the board here, Steve? Oh, Goddard would be the other cue.
Yeah, Goddard would be a great first tight end pick. And in fact, I think I would give the edge. Yeah. Well, I don't think you need to stack Hurts. I just think Goddard's a fine value here. And when you're stacking him, it's even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree with that.
and Davis goes. So, and we took Rashard White for like the last 6 drafts. So
yeah, we've taken Rashad White a ton. I have 22%. So yeah, I do a lot with, as you can see, 16%. Again, only 31 completed of the classic. But with or without Hurts, I feel really good with Goddard as my first tight end. So we do stack Hurts. We have the Herbert, Trey Harris stack, which is nice. I don't know. I even think looking at this, we went Higgins, Devontae, Metcalf, Pittman, Trey Harris, Shaheed. Do you think this could be a 3-6-6-3 if we wanted it to be?
we could. We potentially could. I mean, also Goddard, if we take another tight end.
True. That's true.
Or, like next or within 2 rounds, like we could stop at 2 also there.
That's a good point. But
I will say, like receiver, I think we're either looking at a major falling value or like our last pick, somebody to tack on, because there's always guys in the 18th round.
Right. Okay, Eddie in the other draft has Mahomes, May, CMC, Jacobs, Chuba, McLaurin, Worthy, Adunze, Diggs, Shaheed, Kelsey, Goddard. Whoa, that's a nice one.
That draft is
that's fun. Okay, so we're coming up at 149 and 164. Rashad White is just staring us in the face. I mean, just like the Scatterboo bit, we could do it.
I mean, I do think he is so undervalued, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, his AP is 142, and we get him at 149. So, but I haven't. You want to do it? I mean, again, do you like anything else on the board? I don't. I mean,
nothing jumps out. I mean, it would be pulling up Algier.
Yeah. Listen, I like Bucky. I have some Bucky, but like, I just think Rashad White is still going to have a role, and he's going way too late because I don't think he's just true. Obviously, he has contingent value, but he still has standalone value. We saw it in the playoffs.
Yeah, he had plenty of passing work. He had plenty of red zone work, even down the stretch. Like I saw some stat, and not to knock it, but somebody was talking about like, if you look past like week 9 or something, Bucky's points went well above Rashad White. Well, Rashad White also missed 2 games in that time, and like 2.5 because got injured in 1. So that also played into as well. Like there's no doubt Bucky's the lead back, but Rashad White is the same argument as Jalen Warren, the same argument as Tyron Tracy, same argument as Najee Harris kind of.
Yeah. And we're getting them so much later.
Yeah. Exactly.
Huhaim says White should go where Ray Davis Spears goes. Yes, 100%. Huhaim is so sharp. 100% agree, Huhaim.
Yeah.
Are White and Thielen killer picks? We think so.
Yeah. I mean, that's what my exposure says.
Yeah, my exposure says that too. Leggett. Okay, so GAB loves his Leggett. Got Leggett. Okay, we are coming back at 164, 173. Let's take a look here. 2, 4, 6, 1. Hurts, Herbert, Gibbs, Caleb Johnson, Tony Pollard, Rashad White. I guess we don't have to go. We could go 5 or 6. T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Trey Harris, Rashid Shaheed, Dallas, Goddard. Tight ends, top of the board, Mike Gesicki, Zach Ertz. Let's see. Thielen is there. If you wanted to stop and be done, Algier is still there. And then
let's do Gesicki or Ertz.
And then be done.
Yeah, let's do Ertz since you have way more Gesicki. And
he's
also
younger and getting exposure to the Bengals offense.
Yeah, but Ertz and Philly, Washington, Philly played.
Oh, that's week 16. Yeah, so. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we could be done at tight end then.
Yeah, I think this sets us up. Maybe we tack on a third depending on how things go.
We could do 3, 6, 7 too then.
Yeah, I probably like that the most here.
Yeah. If he's there, can we do this? I mean, we have Caleb and DK.
Yes, we can. Though, I mean, if Tyler Algier is still there, that's
I know.
Hell of a ball.
All right, we'll cue it up. Look at us being organized this time. I mean, usually I'm like talking and then I'm like, oh shit, we're on the clock. And then in 20 seconds, by the time you get over there, it's like 10. And then by the time we queue something up, it's like 2. And then we just pick whoever. Okay, Algier goes. We'll see. These all have 2 quarterbacks. We'll see. Let's see if they have any. Firemuth, I think, is on this side of the board.
Yeah. CBK.
Oh, CBK has Firemuth. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I'd be surprised, but yeah, I again wrote about it. Aaron Rodgers is a value in best ball. If he stays healthy, is going to finish much higher than quarterback 28. We have Caleb Johnson and DK Metcalf. So this is a snap call for me. Again, we talked about 3 quarterbacks, early, mid, late in this one, especially with Hurts' history in the playoffs. There we go. So 3, 4, 6, 2. Likely this will be 3, 6, 7, 2. So 2 more running backs, 1 receiver. Let's again, Timebox tournament. This is the Poodle. If you're just joining us, we did 1 Poodle, 1 Pitbull, and this is our second Poodle. Because we do believe that there's a chance Pitbull could be still open next week. Poodle, what do you think? Will fill by, I don't know,
Saturday night, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday, yeah. Okay, so best ball Q is 21% white. We may have high exposure on the same guys. Okay, great minds think alike. I like it. Okay, that's right. Disbanded said he had some kind of injury, right? He said time for another Viking and shot tequila. I'm sorry to hear that, Disbanded. Good luck on
back pain sucks. I'm sorry.
Don't try this at home, kids. I have back pain, but it doesn't sound like that bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Eddie says, you check on Rudy soon. I tried to do 4 Schnauzer 20-second drafts. It was mayhem. I failed miserably. I got the CBK. I got the ultimate scroll down coming for round 18. Hopefully the only share in this contest. Now this I can't wait to see.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. Okay, talk for a minute.
Yeah, so no, overall, liking where this team's at. Like I said, we got our 3 quarterbacks definitely done there. Probably going to tack on 1 more receiver, 1 more running back, but could pivot to a tight end if need be. I feel like our receiver room is very strong. I feel our running back room caught up a lot. And like this is again pretty tough room with definitely some guys we know, and even like the Sentry who definitely follow on Twitter. I don't think he's in the chat, but yeah, no, I'm overall liking this team. I know we had some question marks early, but it's come together. It's coming together, yeah.
Who Hames ended with 13 Puka Poodle teams. That is fun. Yeah, I like the big stands in these Timebox contests. So 13 out of 20. Okay. 3, 4, 6, 2. So we could just be done with we already have Pittman, and don't have Daniel Jones. I don't know if you'd want to do Pierce. So Noel, Pierce, Chubb, Sanders, Diami Brown, Giddens, Calvin Austin correlates.
Miles Sanders.
No, I hate Miles Sanders. Steve, come on, say anything but that.
Do Jalen Noel. Okay. I like how he's falling. Okay, it correlates with Harris.
Why are you okay? Do you need why Miles Sanders? I know the Dallas running backs are terrible, but he's terrible.
No, I'm not a big fan, but the reality is late any running back can pay off. Like the problem with Javonte Williams and Jaden Blue is you're taking them around so many other backs who can easily outproduce them. If Miles Sanders ends up with the starting role or even any semblance of it, he's going to outproduce basically every back down here. Mm-hmm. So it's like for instance, Javonte Williams last year was a bad back. Like he had 2 usable weeks, 1 really good, but the other, not much more. But the problem with him was you were taking him in the 10th round or 11th round, whatever it was last year. Here, if you're taking it somebody in the 16th round, it's just the cost is not high.
Okay, 2 running backs then with these last 2 picks. Yeah, 197, 212. I queued up. So, okay, a couple have gone. Sampson, Smith, I do want some missile. Taj Brooks. So do you want to go Sampson or Smith?
I guess go Smith.
Okay. I know we did that in the last one, but I like it.
Yeah, I like Smith more than Sampson. I know there was some good coach
There
speak
was
about
some good
Sampson,
coach speak on
but
Sampson. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt very minor, and also not accounting for the role that it said. Like maybe we could split them out wide. We hear that about every running back every year, and only a chain has ever really done it.
Right.
Yeah, no, Sanders was still there. I know she hid it from me, CBK. I know.
Okay. I've got to drive this thing, but Rudy is like trying to break out of the crate. He's usually so good in the crate. And he went, not that the chat needs to know this, but he went potty before the
chat really cares.
And he ate. He drank, he ate. I don't know what's going on. Okay,
Let's see what CBK's.
Oh yeah, I need to see his week 18.
You're welcome, Lutomsky, for the Miles Sanders.
Yes. Okay, so you're saying CBK was agreeing with you here.
Yeah. And also, you said she was hiding it from me, which you were.
Where? I don't see that.
You started 6 running backs. None of them were Miles Sanders, and he was still on the board.
Oh, really?
Zacchaeus.
Ooh, okay. Zacchaeus, hey, he was a he was a week 17 because we needed it to be Terry McLaurin. So
yeah. No, and
okay.
It's a bet against Burden and Loveland being banged up. The DJ Moore question.
Yeah.
In something like this, go for it. I assume he had Caleb, but
let's see here. His quarterbacks: Baker, Caleb, Stroud.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I think that's super fun, CBK. I like it. All right, Steve, we are up in 3. Sorry on the double pass. Lutomsky made out on that one. Okay, so Taj Brooks goes to Young Moolah. Okay.
I think we would have done him anyways.
Why?
Well, we already have a couple week 10 buys.
Yeah, Dad would crush us on that. Yeah. Okay. Neil,
let's
JCM.
Be real fun and take JCM.
Okay, I don't even know. We do have some Washington, Philly correlation. Let's go with it. You and I are kind of bearish on Brian Robinson Jr. So, yeah. So
Eddie, I'd take Tyler Shock over Anthony Richardson, though, depending on what the rest of the team looks like. But
yeah, I would go Shock over Richardson. Lutomsky says, "Thank you, Meg." He needed him for the DAC stack. I like it. Who Hames? I'm trusting you on the Pacheco being legit, so I can stop at 4. I'm going to start doing more Pacheco. Actually, I'm getting more on. There's certain guys I'm coming on board too. All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can review the teams because my dog is losing his mind. So I got to go check on that. But we so appreciate you guys for jumping in these 3 drafts with us, 2 poodles, 1 pit bull, hitting that like button, subscribe on our way to 1,000. If you haven't already, check out our Substack, link in the description. But no, being in this draft with us, being in these drafts with us, being in this chat with us, hitting that like button, we are very, very, very grateful. Steve, final thoughts for the people.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for the fun chat, the fun drafts. Glad we did 3 with you
overflow.
all.
Nice. Yeah, very happy we did 3. Thank you guys. Thank you
love
all.
Just all the feedback. And Meg will be on with Friends of Best Ball tomorrow with Tom Strachan at 4, I believe. And then at 8, I'm going to do a stream doing a couple drafts then. So I hope to see you all in both those and looking forward to it.
Yeah, appreciate all you guys. 2 fun ones tomorrow. For Steve, I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.